Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another live installment. I am your host, Max. Today, this is gonna be a quick live. I want to go over this article here, and this go without saying. It says the polls give UCLA the edge over Colorado, and then I want to go over Coach Prime's weekly press conference. I usually do that every week, so I forgot that today was it. So he goes over, he'd say a few things. He had a few things to say in this press conference. Still, I don't know the status on Juju Mitchell. He said, ask him again. Something going on outside of football. So whatever that is, I don't know. Yeah, your guess is good as mine on that one. But we're gonna go over his press conference, and he was rocking the cowboy hat, the glasses. Now he rocking a full beard. But yeah, man, that's Coach Prime. So UCLA. So we already know they got the advantage. It says thanks to their lopsided 42-7 win over Stanford this past weekend, UCLA Bruins saw themselves move up in the latest college coaches poll as they get ready for their game against Colorado this weekend. The Bruins now sit ranked at number 24, and they have the look of a ranked team. So, all right, so they have the look of a ranked team. That's good. Just a little over a week since they fell flat against Oregon State in a 36-24 defeat, UCLA pulled out all the stops against Stanford to get the dominated win. This includes making a change at the quarterback position from true freshman Dante Moore to junior Ethan Garbers. So I wonder if maybe they're going to start Ethan Garbers again this game. Garbers took the reign by storm and led the Bruins offense to victory. He looked the part, albeit for one game, and he'll get the likely start this weekend. I'm thinking he will. He did have a solid game against Stanford. So, yeah, I look for him to get the start on this game. So that's Garbers. As the Bruins get ready for the Buffaloes, they know it will be a challenge. That is correct. Colorado is coming off their bye week, as we all know, and they will be ready to go, just like I said. The last time we saw Colorado, they had just blown a massive lead to Stanford. So they surely will want to get that taste out of their mouths. UCLA can't take the Buffaloes for granted. I said that as well. No matter their record, they need to see them as a top tier program from the start of the season, because Colorado is coming to the Rose Bowl to rip their hearts out. Led by Coach Deion Sanders, Colorado wants to make the most of their season. Getting a win on the road over the Bruins will be an excellent way to help salvage things. So UCLA will need to be careful. See, I said this yesterday. Some people was like, Max, what are you smoking? You can't take them for granted. When you look at Colorado's record, that really doesn't reflect. I mean, they could come in and we might see a totally different team. So they do have to be careful. They can't let their foot off the gas. Neither team can let their foot off the gas. And look for the Buffaloes to come out with a lot of emotion. This is a game that they would like to win. This is a big game. They're in the Rose Bowl. It's going to be a sellout crowd. They're facing a pretty good coach here. So they should be up for the task. This is a bona fide coach they're up against. And Chip Kelly, I mean, he has NFL experience. He's been at the pinnacle of coaching, so he is definitely going to have his team ready and prepared, and they're not going to take this game lightly. I know the polls are not giving Colorado the advantage, which I understand because of their lost against Stanford, and then Stanford played UCLA, and UCLA pounced all over them. So of course they're going to give the Bruins the edge here. But however, something is going to happen this game. I'm telling you. Um, if they do what I think they might do, which is establish that running game and stick with it, that'll open up everything for the Buffaloes. That's just my opinion. I really do. I really think that. Um, yeah, I really think that. And let me see. I was listening to a live chat earlier. They were talking about Demoy Kennedy. I don't know if he's going to play or not. I don't know. I don't think he's injured, but yeah, I don't think he's injured or whatever. But he's pretty fast though. And I remember the linebackers coach talking about it, saying that he's able to cover receivers if need be. But I don't know why he's not out there though. I believe he's on special teams though. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. He does get in the game, but it's special teams. I know Smoke gets in it in special teams, and a lot of other players that we don't see during the gameplay, they're in special teams. So they're in the game, but they're on special teams. And I can't really, I don't know. I don't know why Kennedy is not playing. Maybe somebody know more than me. I don't know. Maybe he'll play this week. I don't know. What is he, a junior? I can't remember what year he's in. Um, but I remember when he was at Alabama. Wait a minute, was he at Alabama? Yeah. He was on special teams and he was really fast. He was like one of their fast guys that was on special teams with them. He was running neck and neck down the field. That's how fast he is. I don't think he got quite 4.3 speed, but it's close for to be his size. He's close to it. And I don't think he's quite as fast as the Georgia linebacker that got drafted, the one with the glasses. I'm not sure if he's quite as fast as him, but he's almost there. That guy had 4.3 speed as a linebacker, edge rusher, whatever he was. I think a linebacker. He was like a hybrid or whatever. But with that kind of speed, you would think that they would have him on defense, but I don't know. Maybe he was injured. I don't know. I'm getting away from that now. Like, oh, they should put this player and they should put this player. I really don't know. Like I said, I'm not privy to the inner workings of this team, so I don't know. But if I have a linebacker that fast, I would somehow have him in the game. But like I said, if he's injured, he's injured. But then again, how injured is he if he's playing on special teams? So I'm a little confused by that. Just a little bit. And I can't remember if the local kid got in at linebacker. I forget his name right now. I don't have the names up right now, but sorry about that. I didn't see him really either. I don't know what the status of Gant is. I know he had an injury, but I do see him on special teams. So I'm like, maybe somebody know a little bit more about football than me. Why is he on special teams and he not in the game? Because I was assuming that these players are hurt. But if they're in special teams, then why would you be playing special teams hurt? So I don't think they hurt. I mean, injured or whatever. I don't think so. Thank you, Slap Happy, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Hey, Firefly, Lashane, y'all found me, huh? Midwife was just asking about you, Firefly, earlier. She was like, "Where is Firefly? Well, how's she been?" I said, "Firefly catch up with me, but she just don't really like football." Lashane like football though. You said coach is big on the student part of the athlete. Okay, so do we know for a fact that they having academic problems? Because I haven't heard that. I haven't heard if they having academic problems. See, this is something that the reporters should be asking him. at the press conference. Okay, well, coach, is it academics? Like, what's going on here? Like, you have to give us an answer here. Is it academics? And then he was like, well, you need to go talk to him. But I understand if it's academics, he don't want to put it out there to embarrass him. I get that. Thank you, Slap Happy. So, like, I'll be like scratching my head. I'm like, if you have no, it's not academics. Not for Demoy Kennedy. It's not academics. You know why? Because he's on special teams. Because if it was academics, he would not let him play special teams either. His coach is he's really strict about that classroom. He is. And he has a track record of students graduating under his program. So I don't think it's academics for Kennedy. If I'm a betting man, it's not academics. And he's on special teams because I see him out there. So if you have someone, because I remember the linebacker coach talking about it, saying that he's a really good addition to our program because he's able to defend wide receivers. So if that's the case, why don't you have him out there? No, he is impressive. No, no, no. Yes, he is. He's impressive, man. I've seen his tapes. He is impressive. Even the coaches said it. The coaches said it. His own linebacker coach said that he's impressive. No, he is impressive. He's impressive. I just don't know what it is. He's impressive because the coach. I could see if the coach didn't say it. No, the coach said that. The coach said that this kid is fast. This kid can cover wide receivers. We got a fast linebacker here. So if that's the case, I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's just that the reporters they didn't dig a little deeper with these questions. He is playing. He's on special teams. It has to be. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Thank you, Mark Watts, for the 5. I appreciate you. See, what don't make sense is, yeah, he's barely playing, right? I know what you're talking about. You're talking about on the defense. He's barely playing, right? He's barely playing, but he's the fastest, almost the fastest out there. You said they never dig deep, but we don't know that because he ain't really have a chance in the game. We don't know. And so it's a little bit this team is a little bit of a mystery to me because I do not feel like they have the best combination out there. In my opinion, I'm just that's just my opinion looking on the outside in. Or maybe they feel like they got the best combination out there. Maybe they feel that way. And I hate to keep saying this because you know what I'm saying, I like what they're doing. Oh, I'm sorry, Casey. Sorry about that. Yeah, the reporters. And the reporters, it's almost like they're afraid to ask questions. They're afraid, man. They're afraid. Like he will answer the question. See, they have a guy that he's played the game, right? He understands football, so you can go with any question you want, and then whether he answered or not, that's up to him. You got to give him a chance. They got to give him a chance to answer the question. But he's not a mind reader, so he can't give people what they want if you don't inquire. You know. So, but this team is really a mystery to me. I was thinking about that. I said, even at the running back position, I think we're all going to go with that. McCaskill is still trying to come back from that injury. But here's the problem with that. I don't think that's the case because he was on special teams. And not only was he on special teams, he was the first down to the ball. And then remember, he caught that unsportsmanlike penalty. He caught a penalty, unsportsmanlike. Because when coach was addressing the team, he was going over the penalties that they received, and McCaskill was one of them. So he was on he you can't be hurt playing on special teams. I don't care what anybody say. I played special teams, but this was in high school, and I didn't want to play special teams, and I wasn't even hurt. You know, special teams, you got to go get it. That's one of those I know how we used to do it. If you play on special, you do really well, you expect to see some time in that game. You expect to see it. You really, if you really dog it on special teams and go after it, they'll reward you with some minutes. You might not be a starter, but you might get some garbage time or whatever the case is. Thank you, Slap Happy. You might get some but he's not hurt. Nah, he can't be. Not when he trucked somebody over in special teams and he was like the fastest to the ball. Him and Smoke. Smoke was another one. Gant was another one that was at the ball. So, I mean, is this set up for them to? I don't know, man. I honestly believe sometime. No, I can't say it because if I say that, then I'm gonna go into conspiracy. I don't want to do that. I'm like, it's almost like they don't want to show nobody up because they're really that good. They really are. They really are, man. I want to say it, but I ain't gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it, man. I'm not gonna say it because they're listen, guy. I'm telling you, they really are that good. You don't have players that were doing well at Florida State and they're not doing well here. Something's not right. Football is football. How can you do well at Florida State and you're not seeing time here? How is that possible? And Florida State is ranked. They could have stayed at Florida State. Man, I don't know, man. It's almost like they don't want to show somebody up, man, like they don't have a conversation. But I can't get in. I don't want to get into it because I don't have no proof. Like this doesn't like you have some players that they saw some significant playing time at their other schools, right? You have some graduate students that saw a significant amount of playing time. Now, with Smoke at Kentucky, they played two or three running backs, and what they were doing was they were subbing them in and out. But he did get a significant amount of playing time. And then also there was an article written on him. This is even before he transferred. They said that he was an NFL caliber running back. So if he's an NFL caliber running back and he come here, he's not being a running back. I don't understand. And the reason why I don't understand is because the reporter's not asking him this. Like, coach, if you have a guy that's an NFL caliber running back and he could have got drafted this year, or not get drafted, he could have probably went to that. Why is he not playing? It's almost like I don't even want to bet anymore because I feel like something is not right here. Something's not right. Something that just I don't know. Like now, as far as like Alabama, those players weren't starters there, right? They weren't starters there. You know how Alabama is so deep. It's hard to get. It's hard. You got to be the best of the best to start with them. You really do. I don't. You go look at their roster. I don't know how many defensive backs they have. They have a lot. They have a lot. So you got to really ball out to start with them. But I don't know. I don't know. And then, like I said, with McCaskill, we know what he did his freshman year. Everybody knows that. If he is even 85% of that, he can help us right now, even at 85%. 100%, yeah, he's running for 150 yards a game, just about, if he's 100%. But they're not giving him the opportunity, to do it. Now I get it. They have Hankerson, he's doing really well. Edwards is doing really well. Um, he'll do even better if they throw to him, like they'll utilize his speed, like in the flat and give him space. And they've done that. I've seen them throw to him in the flat. But I mean, like if you have if you had these running back that can lean in and get you 5 yards, then you just play him a little bit. I'm just assuming that he's not ready. That's what I'm assuming. But the problem with that is I can't ignore the fact that he caught that unsportsmanlike on special teams because he was the first one at the ball and he got the hit. And then he got an unsportsmanlike. So I'm like, wait a minute, because when he got the unsportsmanlike, I said, how did he get an unsportsmanlike? Then I looked again, he was on special teams. He tackled the guy and then he did something and then caught an unsportsmanlike. So I said, he got there that fast? I said, he's not injured, man. He's not injured. Something going on here. He's not injured, man. Fuck. But that's just my thinking, right? That's just me thinking, looking at it. I want to say they're going to beat UCLA. I'm just going on a hope right now. They're going to beat UCLA. I'm being 100 with you. But if they continue to play like they played the last few games, they're not going to win. There's no way. It's like they already probably know, like, we're not going to win this. We just, whatever. Not with Chip Kelly. You're not going to do it if you don't establish a running game. This man used to be an NFL coach. They're probably facing the best coach of the season. That's what they're probably going to face. And they have a running game. Whether they go with Hankerson or whatever, I would say commit to it. And then they'll have an opportunity to air that ball out. That's not going to be an issue. Shador, I'm not worried about him. That's not an issue. We all know that he can throw it. And they do have the big fella back at right tackle. So they have him back. I don't know if he's actually going to start but I think he will. But I don't see why not. But yeah, man, heading to this presser here, I'm a little confused now. Because I can't I don't know. You remember before the season, if anybody had been following me, I was just bigging up Gant, yo. I was bigging him up. I said, wait till he get back. Y'all getting ready to see something. And we're not seeing it. Yep. Not seeing it. But maybe it's just working back. I don't know. But he's on special teams though. So I don't know. But yeah, man. You said 87, not getting that many touches and mostly blocked. There's something that's wrong with their total running game. Maybe somebody was telling me that maybe it's going to take a year or two for them to sink into that playbook. And I'm like, I don't know about that one. But maybe it because really a lot of these players didn't really have time. They got in at training camp, and maybe it takes a while. Maybe that's another reason. I'm like, maybe they just haven't grasped the playbook yet. I don't know. Or maybe it's a situation where they're not watching film or something. I don't know. I don't know, man. They got They got Woods at linebacker. They got Woods at linebacker. He's doing pretty good though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was rewatching the game. He did okay, but I'm assuming they're gonna have him at linebacker again against UCLA. I'm assuming that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, even I don't know. I mean, did the bookies come see them? And like, y'all better be cool because I'm telling you, the team is that good. I'm not. I'm telling you, they are. You got players that, like I said, they were at other programs. There's a few players on that team. They were balling at the other program. I'm sorry they came here. Like, damn, you wasted. Like, Smoke don't wasted his graduate year. You know what I'm saying? He wasted it. That's crazy. That's kind of messed up. But maybe it's something internal. Like, I don't know. But he seems like he's a team player. You know what I'm saying? When he's at practice, he's like a likable person. So he's okay. So maybe he's okay with it. I don't know. I don't know if it's too slow. I thought he was doing good at safety. He's just like a versatile player. He can play linebacker and safety. Do Smoke got another year eligibility, or this is last year? You said Woods can tackle with Slusher. Yeah, they pretty deep at that position because they also have Silman Craig come in as well. I'm not worried about them in the secondary. They more than capable. They at least they do sub in and out with Silman. You see Silman Craig always in the game. The only thing I can think of that makes sense of this, it's not enough ball to go around. It's just not enough ball to go around. That's the only thing I could come up with. You can't play everybody unless you sub them in and out. That's what I thought they were going to do, to run people into the ground. I thought that's what they were going to do, but they did the opposite. They're not doing that. So let's see. I shout out to Coach Prime and them. They were at the Nuggets game tonight. The Nuggets beat the Lakers. Coach Prime got a standing ovation. I saw Shador and Travis at courtside, and maybe somebody else was there, but I started watching the game late, and then I just caught like the replay, and I saw them at courtside. You said you want to see JJ Hawkins and Savell Smalls in the trenches. They get in, like especially Savell Smalls. He gets in. He does get in. Um, I see him in there, but I'm talking about the guys that. Is it possible? Somebody was also telling me, well, Max, it depends on the system you're in. Like, you could be at Florida State doing very well, but it's a different system. But you in this system, it might not work for you. Some people are system players, but some players can just. He said, but usually if you're a dog, you can play anywhere. It don't matter. He said he played with a friend of mine. He said he played with somebody. This is a Power Five level. He said the dude could not even grasp the playbook, yo, because he had just got there and he started immediately. Because they told him to just go with what and he went with the feel of the game at linebacker, and he was fine. But there was a few things that he had to know, and he really obviously he had to come out in and out of the game. But by the fifth game, he had already had a solid understanding and a foundation of that playbook by the fifth game. But they needed him immediately, and that's what they were doing. Yeah, I thought I wouldn't they do sub players, Lashane, they do, but not what I thought. I'd see. I had something else in my mind, and that's not even fair because this is me thinking. I'm not the coaches, and I do understand they had injuries. I don't think Juju is back because when we gonna hear this press conference in a second, he said, you go ask him. He did it again. So I don't expect him to play this game. I don't. I think, you know what I honestly think, and listen, let me just preface this. I'm not talking down on the team. Let's get that out there. Because somebody said, you know what, somebody had nerve to tell me? You're being too negative. I said, no, I'm not. I'm not being negative. I just don't understand. But I'm not being negative. I'm not sitting here like bashing the team. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. I just don't understand. Now, here's the thing. Maybe I just don't understand football like that. Now, I'm telling you, I didn't play it. I ain't played college football. I played high school football. It's a totally different thing. Okay, so my understanding of the foundations of the game stops at high school. You see what I'm saying? But all I had to do was make a phone call because my boy played Power Five. He played at Florida State. So all I had to do was give him a call. I said, bro, what's going on? He said, you know what he said? I don't know. He said, I don't know, bro. He said, son, he said, I don't know. He started watching because I'm covering it. He said, I don't know, man. He said, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know. He said also, it's the system. He said it could be just, he said if you're in a certain system, they don't really show the running backs love like that. If they're in a gun system, if they're a pass heavy team, he said occasionally the running backs will block or they'll get out there and be a receiver or they'll be in the flat, something like that. He said it just depends on the system. I don't know the system they running. But he was saying if they don't make changes, Chip Kelly is going to pick them apart if they don't make changes. But I'm assuming they'll make changes because, they had a bye week and they had a lot of time to watch film. So I'm assuming they'll be all right. But I'm not being negative. I'm not being negative. I'm telling you, I'm not being negative. I just want to know, like, you got a grad student that has some experience in the SEC and he can't play for y'all and he played in the SEC? Or maybe the SEC is not that good. Somebody tell me. I thought that was the conference of all conferences for football, the SEC. So if you can find a way to get some yards in the SEC against Florida, you can't find no playing time. I don't get it. Maybe he just forgot how to play. Maybe he wasn't in shape. I don't know. Maybe it's the air. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you get up there in that air. I don't know. So let's see what Coach Prime is talking about.
What'd you catch? Okay. Anybody else? Excuse me? A dresser. Awesome.
Can't
That's
really
good.
hear the
Anybody?
reporters. So
You did what? What position? Oh, I need that. Can you help us with that too?
that's hilarious. She said she played pass rush. He said, okay, we need that. You think you come over here and help us? Man, man, oh man, I don't know. You think you come over here and help?
Okay. There you go. Anybody else? Who else? Couple ATVs though. I got this one Can Am that's pretty cool. I love it. I got a chance to. Yeah, I got. I'm a country boy with a city swag, man. So I'm an acreage whore. So I love acreage. So I'm in the process of trying to purchase more. So I wanted to check it out. But I got to ride around on my new ATVs. Yeah. So that was good. I had a good time, got some rest. Here we go. Let's get to academic students of the week. Morgan Pearson, freshman from Oklahoma, exploratory studies, and Cameron Warchuck, which I love, sophomore, Norco, California, communication. Okay. Last week was Braden Keith with business, and Amari McNeil from Swanee, Georgia, which will be practicing with the Falcons, sociology. Also, midseason honors thus far Travis, midseason All American by Sport News. Travis and Shador and Mark Bassett, our beloved punter, named midseason All Transfer Team. They just making up stuff now. Travis was also named Lot Impact Trophy quarterfinalist. Shador was named both the Davy O'Brien and Manning Award midseason watch list. Xavier Weaver was added to the Belinknikov midseason watch list. Uh,
Damn, he was added to the Davy O'Brien watch list. See, it's still not too late for him if they went out, if he was added to that list. If he balls out and they just run the table and they go 9-3, he's still on that watch list. I'm not sure if he's gonna be a finalist, but he's up there. He's definitely up there. His passing yard, he's like number one in passing, I believe. Maybe he's not now because they had a bye week. Yeah.
Mikey Harrison, CU's nomination for the Burlsworth Trophy, college most outstanding player who started as a walk-on. I love that. Uh, TV notes: UCLA games on ABC. Our fifth game on network television, most in CU history. Oregon State been picked up by ESPN next week. 8 games on either network TV or ESPN, most in CU history. Sellouts: UCLA go to CU game and sellout on October 17th with almost 70,000 tickets sold. To run 8 straight games playing in front of a sellout crowd is a record. CU is only
Oh yeah, yeah. Where is that? That is true. Like once they get it all together, oh my God. It if he has a season where he's not if he have a season next year where he's not touched, yeah, he's gonna pick the defenses apart. He damn sure is. He just need time to do it.
one of 5 teams.
But here's the thing. Here's my question if anybody know. Okay. They looking for if they need a certain caliber, right? Those calibers are out there, but they already with their teams already. How are you going to get those players off that team over here? How are you going to do that? You remember how Bear Alexander went over to USC? Can they do something like that? Can they flip a player like that? Not him, but can they flip a player from like Georgia, Alabama, Clemson, Florida State? Can they get some of that beef that's already established? I think he's looking for somebody established because he has a certain formula. He goes for a certain amount of grad students. He do get freshmen as well because they have to build talent, so they do get the freshmen, and they get a couple sophomores and juniors. But I'm talking about bona fide experience that's not quite ready for the NFL yet because you gotta be there 3 years to go to NFL, right? I'm talking about somebody that's like a sophomore we know he's going to the NFL. Can they get that player? Can they get at least 2 of them, 3 of them? Or they can just find them. They can just find hidden talent out there in the junior college ranks, the people that quite didn't have the grades yet, but they're working on their grades. So they go to junior college. Because he goes after junior college players. He knows how to go get them. So he'll probably go that route as well. Or the players because he got Rock there. We already know what Rock can do. And he's coming back next year. So they at least have him. Yeah, they're only going to get better. And then the players, then I was told that, well, the players that they have there now, this is the first time they were playing together, with the exception of 2 of them. Washington and Bailey. They played together at Kent State. With the exception of them, the rest of them just really came together. So it takes some time. So that's why I'm saying next year they should be fine. I mean, they should. To be quite honest with you, they should be fine this game because this is a right around the time they should be peaking. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of experience under their belt now, so they should be fine this game. I'm pretty sure they probably will be. So I don't see why not. So, because, a lot of these players, to be fair, he just put the team together, right? So you got to be practical about it. He just put the team together. With these other teams, powerhouses, they had the benefit of years building their teams. So they already hit a few steps ahead of them. They already developed their players. So he's in the process of doing that. So it's still impressive what he was able to do this year based upon what he did. Brought in 70 players.
That played in front of sellouts in every game this season, including Iowa, Georgia, Tennessee, and Notre Dame, which is phenomenal. Now, let's get to business. Let's go.
Let's get to
Hey,
business.
Coach, Brian Howell from the Bullet Daily Camera. I know I asked you like when that game ended, like if it was a good time for a bye week. You said no, it's not. But now that you guys have had it, how much do you think this team needed that rest and to get away and to?
I don't think we needed to get away and we needed rest. We needed to maintain and keep on going. Yeah, and it's just like you break up with a relationship. You need a bad week, you want to keep on going. I want to keep on going. I want to keep on moving. I want to keep on progressing. I want to keep on going forward. That's how I'm built to go forward. That's how man and woman is built to go forward. And we're thankful. We're
You said players that are unhappy can see the coaching on YouTube and say, I can do that. Let me call Coach Prime. Yeah. Yeah, they probably well, you said that see the coaching on YouTube. Well, you mean the armchair coaches like myself? Like you said let me call Prime. You said his son's footage on YouTube. Oh yeah, I know. He has a documentary coming out. I said that too. Like, not that you don't have to be a thug, but he said he observed the guys that have the dog in them. It's not the thug mentality. Um, he said they had the look in their eyes. Yeah, they do. Like all the players I named in the past, they all have a certain look. And I really can't describe it. It's like there's levels to it. When I played, I knew I wasn't going to go to college and go to NFL. I was just happy to be out there playing, right? And then you have some players, they know they're going places. And then I was told that when you get to college, you have levels to it as well. You have some players that know that they're getting looks and they know that they're starting and they're giving it their all. Then you have some players that they're getting a free education and they know they're not going to the NFL, but you can quickly separate them players though. And then you have some sleepers though. You have some sleepers that they start to peak late. They called like late bloomers. That's how Tom Brady was. He was a late bloomer, but he always had it though. But he needed time to develop, and it took him a while. And even when he got to the NFL, he just blew the hell up, man. Like soon as he got that opportunity, he never looked back. Thanks to the New York Jets when Mo Lewis took out Drew Bledsoe, and he never looked back. But some players, they just need a little bit of time. You said two parents versus one. I know I heard that comment. I know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about. Those are the players that really want to use football to get out of their environment. They like live and breathe football. I would say he's looking for the players that live and breathe it. But he also is about education as well. But you got to be living and breathing football. Like he's looking, but I think he got them players there now. I don't know. Maybe here's the thing. I got to be fair. I don't see what he's seeing in practice. Okay. So I got to be fair. Brady said Brady was an understatement, but no, I remember when Brady was at Michigan, he was a late bloomer. In fact, when he was at the combine, they were laughing at him because of the way his body looked. And you know what he said? You laugh now. He said, I'm going to outplay everybody that got drafted before me. I'm going to outplay him. And he did. He outplayed everybody. Not only did he outplay everybody, he won more Super Bowls than all of them. Ain't that crazy? And just like Coach Prime going to say in a minute, you can't measure heart. I had said that too. You can't measure heart. You don't know what somebody's about until they put into a certain position. Now they might, your practice is one thing, but when them lights come on, when you down 10 points, that's when they show up. You just never know when it's going to happen. You can't measure the heart. Kermani got that look in his eyes. And one thing about him is he's quiet. He's quiet, but he's like he's quiet. But he damn sure got that look.
Appreciative. We didn't have many injuries. I think we're going to get maybe a couple players back due to injuries, but overall, I think we've been pretty good injury-wise.
Coach Monica Costello.
How you doing, Monica?
Associated Press. Thank you. I want to ask you, as a longtime baseball player, where sign stealing is considered an art, now as a football coach, where do you see, and you see where Michigan is?
I don't know how accurate that stuff is.
Right,
And
but what are your thoughts?
I mean, everyone's trying to get an edge. I mean, everyone's trying to get whatever edge they can. You could have someone's whole game plan. They could mail it to you. You still got to stop it. So in football, it's not as pronounced as baseball. If I know a curveball is coming, I got you. With football, I don't give a darn if you know a sweep is coming. You still got to stop it. Physically, it's a physical game. You got to stop it. So that's a little tough. I don't buy into a lot of that stuff that someone's stealing this, stealing that.
I agree with him there. Like, you might know that Christian Okoye is about to run up the middle, but can you stop that Nigerian nightmare? Can you stop him? Unless you're Steve Atwater. But you see, when Steve Atwater hit him, they both backed up. There wasn't too many people that could stop Christian Okoye. Like, he's going to run it, but can you stop him? Barry Sanders is going to be running all over the place, but can you stop him from getting them yards, though? No, you're not going to stop it. So I get that. Yeah, I said Christian Okoye slap happy. What you know about? Remember Christian Okoye, the Nigerian? They call him that, the Nigerian Express, the Nigerian Nightmare. That man was like 270 pounds or something, like a running back. Crazy, man. You can't stop it. You can't stop Randy Moss. He gonna run to that end zone, but can you stop it? You remember when him and Brady was on the team? They only had one play. Go ahead and run it. Let me see if I could just get it to you. And that's how they did it. So let me see if you could stop it. No, they couldn't stop it. I don't care if you got two people on him. He's still gonna catch it. No, I'm talking about Christian. This is before Usman. I'm talking about Christian Okoye, Kansas City Chiefs. Christian Okoye. I believe they call him the Nigerian Express or the Nigerian Nightmare. I think it was the Nigerian Express or something like that. Christian Okoye. But you could not stop him. Not too many linebackers could stop him. You had to gang tackle him. Like, it's no way. Yeah, the Nigerian Express. Thank you. He still was a nightmare, though. Look, I'm saying a nightmare. He's the Express. No, Christian Okoye.
I don't buy into a lot of that stuff. You still got to play the game. Back in our glory days with San Francisco as well as the Cowboys, you know darn well Emmitt Smith is getting the ball.
Case in point, the game where Cordell Stewart got injured. I believe this is the last time he was playing. He got injured at the Giants game. And the sad part about it is I was at that game. And when he injured his leg, they started clapping because of it. That was sick. The fans was laughing and clapping, because Cordell Stewart got injured. But during that game, it was a running back called Chris Fuamatu Mafala, right? He was killing us. And you knew they were going to run it. It was almost like he was in slow motion. It's like when he was giving the ball off to Fuamatu Mafala, we knew he was running it, but they couldn't stop him. They could not stop him. Every time I heard his name so much, I knew how to pronounce it. That's how much we heard his name that game. They could not stop it. We knew he was going to get in the ball. They couldn't stop him. Yep.
You know darn well Mike Irvin is running the comeback. You know darn well Jay Novacek is going to do what he's going to do.
Damn, Jay Novacek.
It is what it is. Stop it.
Hey, Coach McMillan, Fox 31.
What's going on, boss?
How you doing?
Two shoes. I see you.
I'm back a little bit.
You back?
How do you evaluate whether players love the game or like the game? And can you motivate the players to love it if they only like it? Or is that the standard that you set and you're just going to stick with what you want?
Actions speak louder than words. You can say what you love, but your actions don't line up with that love and that display of love. That's a problem. You can't measure the heart in football or in physical sports. So,
okay, let me stop. I was right the first time. It's the Nigerian Nightmare. I just looked it up. Christian Okoye. He was called the Nigerian Nightmare because it was a nightmare to tackle him. It was a nightmare. Yep, the Nigerian Nightmare. I know that they call this other guy that, but he was the originator.
So that's the thing that's missing, the heart of it. So when you're talking about love, you're talking about accompanying that with your heart, playing with your heart. And you could tell by the locker room or how some guys practice them, how some guys feel the pain of it if we don't win, how their heart is in it. And that predicates love to me. But it's tough to detect that. I wish we could detect the heart. We'll put every recruit that we have on a heart monitor and see where they are. It would help us tremendously in recruiting the heart. That's tough, though.
Hey, Coach. Troy Finnegan, CU Sports Report. Turning to this week for just a moment. You prepared for two quarterbacks again.
You said, Coach, hold on, let me see. You said Coach is not playing him for a reason. I wish y'all move on. You see how they do me? I wish y'all will move on. Like who are you talking about? Like, we were talking about a few players. Now, which one are you talking about? Like, which player are you talking about that we should move on from? Because we don't moved on from it, actually. But which player? Because it's more than I named more than a few. You talking no, but you talking about Kermani. Well, Kermani, it looked like he might play this week. It looked like it. It might have took him a little time to play. Because remember, he just graduated high school. So it might have just taken him this long. And that ain't that long. He's shit. For him to be playing time as a freshman, that's pretty damn good. I honestly think he gonna get some playing time this week. You know how I know this? I can because they give you little Easter eggs during the videos, right? You remember how he called Kermani up to address the team? That's an Easter egg. They throw out Easter eggs That was an Easter egg. Remember they threw out that major Easter egg when they were walking through the complex, and you saw the mannequins. You saw the mannequins, right? It had Shador number. It had Shador number, Shiloh number, and Travis number. They like to throw out Easter eggs. So that might be an Easter egg that he is getting ready to play, because he looks solid in practice. He does. So he might be ready to go now. They're not going to throw the freshman out to the wolves. They're going to put him in there just a little bit. That's what I was thinking that they were doing to him. They're not going to throw him with the wolves because they don't have to. Remember, he got 3 years left. So they don't have to throw him with the wolves. But I think they're getting ready to, though. I think he's ready now. Yeah, that was an Easter egg they threw out to us. He's like, come on, go up and address the team. You see what I'm saying? And then the other Easter egg was he was yelling at Kermani in practice. That means he's getting them prepared. He's ready. And Kermani's, and you see how Kermani, I'm not going to bring that up. It was something happened during the game, but I'm not going to bring it up. But yeah, he's about ready. I think he's about ready. Yeah. And he probably already talked like, look, we got to move you along. And look, I heard he was in town during the break. I heard he was in town. He didn't go nowhere. You know, so yeah, I think he might have been. I think he started studying and all that. They see something. He's ready. Then you see how Travis was working with him. Travis took him under his wing. Yeah, he gonna play. And that one game that he did get in when he caught that interception, they didn't rule it an interception, but that was an interception. It's just that the refs couldn't believe he did it. But that was an interception. The ball deflected and he was in the right place and he caught it. That was an interception. They just didn't give it to him. And he came across the field and caught it. Yeah, man, he's gonna be something. He going places.
Against Stanford, but this week you don't really know who the starter is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Chip Kelly said Dante Moore's banged up.
Right.
He didn't play last week. What does the preparation look like when you really don't know? You're kind of in the dark on that.
Well, you prepare for the team. You're not preparing for an individual. For us, is daunting because you would prepare for someone like Shador and the plethora of receivers that we have. With them, you prepare more for their coach. Their coach is phenomenal. I'm a Chip Kelly fan. I really am. I love what he's brought to college football. I love what he's brought to football, period. I met him. I took Shador on a visit there, a camp. I think I took Shador to a camp there. And I remember, having dialogue with Coach Kelly and just what he brought to the table. So I respect the heck out of him, and I really admire his accomplishments thus far in the game of football, not just college, but pros as well.
Hi, Coach Adam, Munster Tiger 24/7 Sports. You mentioned the possibility to get some guys back from injury. Is Savion?
Thank you. That's another Easter egg. I noticed that too. That's another. Somebody told me about that. It's 12, 21, 2-1. Yeah, they're bringing him along slowly. That's Coach Prime's project. He bringing him along. He's not gonna let that kid get thrown to the wolves. He gonna throw him out there when he's ready. I think he's about ready. You see how tall he is? It looked like he grew more since he got there. Yeah, man, that kid's gonna be ready. He's gonna be something special.
Savion Washington, one of those. How has he looked moving around?
He looks good. He practiced yesterday. He looked good. I don't know if he made it through the whole practice, but he did what he set out to do. So he accomplished his goal. But that kid is tough mentally, physically. He's a dog. He's a future pro. He's one of the kids. I love all of them, but he's one of the kids I'm very fond of. And I love his story. And I just love what he represents for us. He wants to play. The time that he was injured and he had to leave the game, I mean, he was sobbing because he wanted it that bad. That I detected love in his heart and his mind and his spirit that particular game that he couldn't go any farther.
I agree with Coach there. When he was crying on the sideline, I said he really loved this game. He really wanted to be out there. He didn't want to. He tried to play injured, but they took him out because his career. He got his whole career ahead of him, so you got to take him out. But yeah, he really wants it. Big man really wants it. I could see him being a pro too.
but he's a dog, man. I can't wait to see him back. Helps us tremendously on the line.
Ariel Arsudo, 9 News. Before or after the first game, I should say, Shador said that they had too much time basically to prepare in the offseason, and that's why the offense came out so fast and put up so many points. Does this bye week kind of represent a little bit of that sample to kind of give the offense just a lot of time to prepare for this next game?
Yeah, well, you've had a couple weeks, but you got to understand they had a break as well, so they didn't have 2 straight entire weeks. They had I think, a 4-day. They had 4 days off before we came back and worked on Sunday. Then we worked on Monday. We're off today. But no matter how much you prepare, you got to execute. You got to execute what you set out to do. We got to be. Thank you, Lord. we got to do better. We got to do better, and I'm pretty sure we will.
I'm pretty sure they'll do better as well. Honestly, you know what somebody else told me? I kept this in the back of my mind. They're saving people for something. This is the perfect time to unleash them now because they got 5 games left. And he's like, okay, you think we're done? Okay, we're going to fuck around and finish this 9-3. That's what we're going to do. We're going to unleash everybody. Oh, you, Max, you sitting up here keep complaining about McCaskill. You keep watching. That's what I'm waiting on. I think that's why I'm like, wait, something. They work in some type of movie script here, yo. This is a movie. This is a movie because I swear to God, if they finish 9-3, that is a movie. Okay, they finish 9-3. That is a damn near perfect season in my book. You said no, come on, man. I'm giving the possibility. Slap happy. Come on, 9-3. 9-3, man. Remember, I said it. 9-3. No, excuse me. 10-3. Mess around and win that bowl game. 10-3.
Hi, Coach. I'm just curious what Shiloh and Shador's bye week looked like. Did you guys hang out together? What did you guys do?
Yeah, we always hang out, but then they separate like they did out of the womb. You see, they're 2 different kids, man. They grew up in the same home, but they're 2 different kids.
Okay, let me stop. They already knew what their bye week looked like. Shador posted he was on a yacht somewhere. They knew that. They just wanted to see how they do. You see how they doing? And Coach picked that up. He said, "Come on, man. Now they being petty. Now they being petty, man. What was their bye week like? Come on, man."
As well as Junior. All of them are different. I think they spent some time together, then they went to their own different destinations. But they kept football at heart and in mind, and that's something I'm proud of that they all do. And we did a pretty good job of getting everybody back on time and get everybody back on the field with the right work ethic. I'm proud of the young men, most of them.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I like the beard.
Thank you.
I'm curious what you spent the bye week thinking about. What was on
Everything.
your mind?
I don't stop thinking. That's my darn problem. That's why we can't rest as humans sometimes. We got to learn how to turn our mind off. And it's hard for me to shut this off because I enjoy it so much and I want to dominate it. So I'm pretty sure we reached out to parents, of recruits, as well as a little bit of everything, man. I mean, talk to some players as well and talk to some coaches as well as what we're going to do when we get back and as well. But when I have time off, I compile a list that's crazy. I mean, it may be a 50-point list of things that we got to incorporate, things that we got to do. So I never stop, which is unfortunate for me, but I got to mix in some rest with that as well.
Hey, Coach, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. A lot of teams around the country use the bye week to kind of do a self-scout of their own team. I'm curious if you guys did that and what you might have learned about your team throughout the bye week.
Well, the coaches had a task to pretty much give myself analyzation of each player. So I got a report on each player and how they felt about each player, how they're helping us, can they help us in the future, and so forth. So that was tremendous. That was tremendous. The assessment of each player and where we are right now. Tremendous.
Hey, Coach, Jake Schwannis, DMVR. I guess against Stanford, we saw Trevor Woods playing linebacker. I'm just curious what his role is moving forward.
Trevor is a player, man. You got to find a way to utilize him the best of his ability, his strengths, and keep him at the place where he could be a force. He's smart. He's tough. He's physical. Uh, he's an asset. So we got to find a way to keep him on the field. And that was one of the ways we found to keep him on the field.
Trevor, yeah, I mean, he did good where he was at. I mean, yeah, keep him on the field. He seemed to have done well at that position. He lined up pretty well. He held his ground. He found work. Yeah, man.
And he's smart as I don't know what. So he's not only doing his job, he's helping other guys do theirs by keeping them straight, making sure they know what they're doing.
That's what's up.
Coach Matt Smith, 104.3 The Fan, kind of building off the bye week questions. When you had a chance to look back, how did you feel that the season has gone so far compared to your expectations?
My expectations are lofty. So you know darn well how the season's going with my expectations. It depends on your expectation. You can't mix my expectation and your expectation because they don't coincide. So you know what mine are. I know where I feel like we should be record-wise, and I know what we can accomplish. I just want to put it all together one game and give it to you and display it.
When you looked at the Stanford film, since we haven't had a chance to speak to you since then, was there a common theme that kind of stood out to you about maybe when things got snowballing, what ended up happening? What did you see from your perspective?
Penalties, self-inflicted penalties. But we did a whole synopsis over penalties for the whole season, each game, breakdown by game breakdown. What are the most penalized groups? What are the least penalized groups? What are the penalties? What do they consist of? Are they before the whistle, after the whistle type of penalties? So we know all of that. So we have addressed all of that and addressed the individuals that are consistently being penalized, and how we're gonna improve that here on. We've addressed it tremendously, and you should see a tremendous improvement this Saturday.
How do you coach discipline? Seems like that.
So y'all heard it right there. He said we're gonna see a tremendous improvement. Y'all heard it. See, when I say it, I sound like I'm dreaming. He said it. We gonna see something this weekend. You hear me? El Hombre, we gonna see something like you ain't never seen before. You wait and see. I'm telling you right now, he said it.
Discipline does not just start on the field. Discipline starts off the field, and they carry it on the field. A dude that's undisciplined off the field, he's going to be undisciplined on the field. You can't allow that, and that's something that we got to address. Because if you're late to this, you're pretty much going to be undisciplined with that. If you're not consistent in following your assignments and alignments in this, you're going to be inconsistent when everybody's sprinkled in the stadium of that. So inconsistencies it's consistent with who makes those mistakes.
Hi, Coach. Michaela Herbst, CU Independent. You posted on Twitter that you have to completely get out of your comfort zone and try something new. What can the players take away from that statement?
I have no idea. When I post, it's what God gives me. It's not for you or you. It's not like that. It's just something that comes up in my spirit that I've been doing this for during the 30 years. Every day, Monday through Friday. I'm off on weekends. So that's what I normally do. So it's not a personal attack of someone or some group or some organization. It's just whatever comes in my spirit when I wake up. That's where that derives from. I don't know what they could glean from that. I hope they glean something. I hope not only them. I hope we all, as a people, glean something from that.
Coach Jimmy Searfoss, 24/7 Sports. Y'all picked up quite a big name in the quarterback world, recruiting wise, over the bye week. How important is it to get the quarterback when it comes to recruiting a class?
Well, quarterbacks, everything. You look at college football right now, and you look at the consistent quarterbacks, and you see consistency in the records. And you look at even the Pac-12. You look at the quarterbacks. All the teams that are winning the most that have been together for a multitude of years, not just the first year in a team like us, but they have a consistency at quarterback. And that's tremendous. So you want to get a young guy in that could preferably learn from your stud, so he could emulate and imitate that and go on and carry us to places that we hadn't gone before. But that kid is tremendous. Mother and father's tremendous. His family raised with love and respect, and a very admirable kid. I can't wait to get him in house and let's get to work with him. He's gonna change the game in several aspects.
You're talking about the quarterback that committed to them. He's every bit of 6'5". He's a big quarterback. He's already committed already, so that's like the heir apparent to Shador. They both wear number 2. I like that. So he got him another number 2 coming.
So this happened about a week ago, but I haven't had a chance to talk to you yet. Saturday Night Live parodied you.
Yeah.
How do you think Keenan did, and maybe who has done the best
I'm a
parody
fan
over
of-
the course of your career?
I'm a fan of Keenan. Let's just get that straight. I love him. I love what he's brought to comedy got to be over a couple decades now. It seems as though. I had the pleasure and the honor to host Saturday Night Live before, and I will never forget those moments. But it was good. The person who I think has me down the most is what's his name?
That Lou guy.
That's a good one. That's a good one. No, I was thinking between these two guys, but I got to give it to Lou Young.
Yeah, Lou Young.
Lou. I hate to admit it, but Lou is good. Lou Young is really, really good. Shiloh's all right. Yeah. Yeah. Good question.
Hey, Coach, just a couple quick ones. First off, with Trevor playing linebacker now, what role does that leave for Juwan Mitchell? Like, what's his status at this point?
Here you go. Here you go, stirring up the pot. Here he go. I'm curious to know where does that leave Juwan Mitchell? Where does that leave him, Coach? Oh man. And Coach Leo, he like me. See, but what Coach Prime is doing, I can tell he's holding back. He is. You remember he said, "Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord." Sometimes we gotta talk our way through it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for not. It's me holding my tongue. Because he's a Leo. He's August 9th from August 8th. We just can't take certain stuff, but we have to just pray our way through it. That's what he's doing. And watch this.
He has to get it together off the field, not just on the field, off the field. That's it.
And then another question is a linebacker you played with, Ken Norton, with the 49ers. He's now coaching at UCLA.
Uh-huh.
What are you seeing out of that defense that he's coaching now, those linebackers?
Well, it's phenomenal. I mean, that defense that they feature is a pretty darn good unit, especially statistically. But it starts with the front four and that linebacker core.
Let me just stop there. They supposed to say Ken Norton Jr., man. His dad was Ken Norton Sr., the boxer. It's Ken Norton Jr., not Ken Norton. It's Ken Norton Jr. They got to add the junior in it. I'm sorry. I'm just being a little petty. Ken Norton Jr., Dallas Cowboy.
They get to the ball. They play just like their coach. They really do. So I'm proud of Ken. I played with him for a year. He was phenomenal. He was one of the best. He and Plummer, other linebacker that year. And I just have fond memories. I don't know why he's not a head coach. I don't know if he's been given the opportunity, but I know he's been a coordinator before. I know he's been a myriad of things. To me, Ken Norton should be a head coach somewhere. He should. What you got, baby?
Who calls the coin flips?
Shador.
Has he missed one yet?
No.
Probably not. Well, it's not that he missed. I mean, sometimes he don't get the call. The other team gets the call, but they miss it. So we get the choice. we get the choice. It's ironic that I like the ball in the second half. I like to defer. I like the ball in the second half because.
All right, these questions, man. We know that Shador, he's the coin. He calls the coin toss. We know that. And I don't think he's lost one because he's always deferring it. I don't think he has. I don't even think he lost it in when they get in overtime. He hasn't lost one. He always say tails, and it's always been tails. I think.
It's usually, you get the ball and take it down and score the second half, and you could do the statistics on that. Oftentimes, your team wins. So, but Shador's done a good job of that. I'm pretty sure he's not going to let nobody do that. He's been doing that for a long time now. Tails never fails. That's our secret. Thank you and God bless.
All right. So that was shout out to Coach Prime. I know he's like, what is going on with these questions? But he's a good sport. He had to do what he had to do. It's his weekly press conference. Well, he answered a lot of questions. He said they're going to improve and we're going to see something this weekend. That's right. And after the game, I'll be like, I told you so. I told you. Like, Max, man, are you surprised? No, I'm not surprised. Nope. I'm not surprised. Max, not surprised what they're going to do. You said in writing, we don't say junior if the senior has passed. His name is solidified. It's junior. It's because when you say Ken Norton, I'm thinking of the boxer. And if you say Ken Norton Jr., I'm thinking of the son. I don't think they probably knew that. I don't even think they knew his dad was a boxer. They probably didn't know. I guarantee you they didn't know. They probably didn't know. I'm telling you, they probably didn't know. No, when they say Ken Norton, I'm thinking Ken Norton passed. You mean Junior. Junior is the one that played football. But that's just me being petty. I'm sorry. That's just me being petty. Yeah, it's Ken Norton Jr. That's what it say on the website. Yep, Ken Norton Jr. What's up, midwife? Firefly was just in here. Remember, you were just asking about her. Yep, she showed up a little earlier. But I'm gonna set up a live on the other channel tomorrow to talk about those cases. That's what I plan to do tomorrow. Yeah, Norton, Frazier, Ali, and Foreman. That's right. Remember that I still have that poster too. It's wrapped up somewhere. Remember that poster that they had? That was a fire poster. Wasn't it Norton, Frazier, Ali, Foreman, and Larry Holmes? That's who was on the poster. Larry Holmes was on there too. And Michael Spinks. Michael Spinks is on it too. There was 2 variations of that poster. Yeah, Foreman was that guy, man. That guy can hit. But Ali, man, Ali went in there. Conchessa Zaire. And we're missing one. It was Holmes and Frazier. Yeah, we've already mentioned Frazier. Frazier was on it, yeah. But it was 2 variations of the poster. One of the posters had 4 on there, and the other one had them all on there. But if I had to update that poster, if I had to update it, I would put Mike Tyson and Lennox on there and Holyfield if I had to update it. And probably what's his name? If you want to go in today's age, I would have to put the Gypsy King on there. Believe it or not, the Gypsy King. The guy can box, man. It's just that he's tall. He look unorthodox, but he can box. And he's named after Mike Tyson. Did you know that? Tyson Fury. His dad named him after Mike Tyson. He was a huge Tyson fan. And he said his son is going to box one day, and he named him after Mike, Iron Mike. Yep, he's named after him. Tyson Fury. Yeah, he come from a lineage of boxers. The traveling gypsies, you know, bare knuckles. That's where he come from. That was his family lineage. But they boxed too, but they did a lot of bare knuckle boxing. Yeah, I probably would. But I'm talking about the heavyweights though. I know Floyd, but I'm talking about the heavyweights on the poster. But yeah, Floyd is, you know, Floyd is Floyd. Yeah, he come from a bare knuckle background of the Furies. Yeah, that's right, Sir Ken. That's right. You know, the Bronze Bomber, one thing about him is he didn't have the benefit of the amateurs. He did play in the amateurs a little bit. He did box in the amateurs a little bit, but he didn't box as long as the others in the amateurs. When you're in the amateurs, that's when you learn the fundamentals and you learn to correct your mistakes. Because he has that right hand. That right hand is an equalizer, right? But he has to set it up. He has to learn some other stuff. That's where you learn in the amateurs. And he had a short amateur career because he started late, believe it or not. And he just had raw power in that right hand. And, you know, that's always an equalizer if he can get it off. But if you box somebody like Tyson Fury, he can box actually. You know what I'm saying? He looks unorthodox, but what he do is very effective. And he also had the knowledge of Crunk. He went to Crunk Gym and learned some stuff from Manny. Rest in peace to him. So he learned some stuff there. And but he had an amateur background too, Tyson Fury. Yeah, he won the bronze in the Olympics, but I'm talking about before that, you know what I'm saying? He had a short amateur career. Yeah, Foreman went to the Olympics too. He won gold. Yeah, Mike Tyson boxing IQ is second to none. He's like a boxing historian. If you ever see the YouTube video here, Mike Tyson talks boxing, you'll see it. And that came from hours of watching film with Customato. They went over all the old fighters and stuff. And the reason why they did that is because you got to study the old fighters, you know, and take a little something from all of them. Just like the black shorts he used to wear with no socks with the towel. He got that from what's his name? He got that from Jack Dempsey. So he took that from Jack Dempsey. That's how Jack Dempsey used to come in the ring. Yeah, Mike was he was a fast heavyweight. He started to like I said, have some off the ring problems, and that's what took him away. Quite frankly, if he had kept Kevin Rooney as a trainer, he probably would have been unstoppable. Because, you know, Kevin Rooney, he learned under Customato as well. He pretty much trained a killer, yo. Customato, he trained a killer. It's like most of it was psychological. For the first couple years, they didn't really box. He was just putting this stuff in his mind that you're going to be the champ. You're going to be the greatest. You're going to be the baddest MF on the planet. He used to just tell this kid this. He was like brainwashing him. That's why sports is like 90% mental. Now, yeah, you got the physical and the God-given ability too. You need that, but you need something else that sets you over the edge. So that's why when Coach Prime say he can tell by the look in the eye, he's right about that. Damn, it's this offensive tackle. I can't remember. Does he play for Utah? I can't remember. You see him like line up, he looked like a killer. I gotta figure out that kid's name. Hands all bandaged up. He just looked like he needed to be in an insane asylum. Think he played for Utah. It was another heavyweight that hit. They also said that who was the other guy, the first upset that Ali? What's his name? Sonny Liston. They said he can hit too. Ain't nobody gave Foreman a chance in the Foreman fight. George Foreman. Nobody gave him a chance. But before the fight, Foreman had fought Ken Norton. And before the Ken Norton fight, when they was in the ring, Ali was talking to him. He had gave him the blueprint. He said, keep your distance for the round 1 through 4. Keep your distance. Use the jab. Keep your distance. And then by the 5th and 6th round, 7th round, then you can get the whooping on him. He told him that keep your distance with him. Let big man get tired. But Ken Norton didn't listen, and he nearly got killed in that fight. The way Foreman hit him. But then the next fight, Foreman, he was on high on his horse, and they went to Kinshasa, Zaire, better known as the Congo, and they fought. And Ali kept his distance. He did. He stuck with the plan. He kept his distance. And a lot of those punches, if you see Ali on the ropes, he was timing those punches when Foreman was throwing. He wasn't getting hurt. He was timing them. He knew the punches were coming. And he got him tired. And the next thing you know, he opened up on him. The rest was history. Very educated fight. He was like, Ali was like one of a kind. You'll never see that again. You'll never see that ever again. And unfortunately, we were robbed of Ali's prime. We were robbed of it because he had to go through that court case, which made a precedent in the Supreme Court. He won that case. It's in the Supreme Court books. It was a precedent. But we were robbed of those 3 or 4 years. We were robbed of his prime because he was in his prime when they did that. Oh, Ernie Shavers get hit hard too. Oh my God. I saw documentaries on Ernie Shavers. But yeah, unfortunately, we were robbed of that man's prime. And look, there's some video footage out there of because in my mind, Ali is the greatest of all time for what he did in and out the ring. But in the ring, oh man, it's Sugar Ray Robinson, hands down. Sugar Ray Robinson, yo. There will be never another Sugar Ray Robinson. In fact, 100 of his fights, they don't know where they are. And they were recorded. But like Mike Tyson said, they're probably sitting in somebody's attic somewhere. They don't know where the film is. But that was his prime, but we didn't see it. Because only people that lived back then saw it. But we didn't see it. But as far as boxing is concerned, oh, there's Sugar Ray, boy. It's Sugar Ray Robinson. Hands down. Then you have obviously during his heyday, in his prime, nobody was beating the Brown Bomber. Nobody was beating him. Hell no. There was nobody beating him. Well, Jack Johnson was like, he was like a renaissance man. Jack Johnson did everything. He was before his time. he utilized the jab. He danced in the ring. He was very elusive. He knew how to grapple. He was before his time, man. He was before he wore the he like you see all these boxers wearing the nice suits. They got that from him. He wore the custom-made, tailor-made suits, looking dapper, smoking a cigar. That man was before his time, yo. He was, man. And a lot of fighters didn't want to fight him because, you know, they didn't want to fight a black fighter. But and then after his heyday, they didn't have another black heavyweight for a long time. Then here comes Joe Louis. He was the next one. But all those fighters, they learned, they took away from Jack Johnson, you know, wore the suits and wanted to be seen and, you know, that type of stuff. The nice cars. Yeah, man. That's Jack Johnson. You said Felix Trinidad? He was good too. Puerto Rico. Yeah, Felix Trinidad. He was good. Definitely was. Definitely. I remember, I never forget, like a lot of people don't give Floyd Mayweather his credit, but it was one fight when I was like, oh shit. I know, because I'm like, boxing is my number one sport. Oscar De La Hoya, before he fought Floyd Mayweather, he was known of having an educated jab. He had the best jab in the business. It was beautiful to watch. His jab was beautiful. It won him a gold medal. His jab was beautiful. It's like I never seen a jab. His jab was that beautiful. And when he fought Floyd Mayweather, he vacated the jab because he couldn't hit him with it. And then I never forget it. What's his name? It wasn't Jim Lampley. It was the other one, Larry Merchant. He was like, Oscar, like, what, you were working the jab and what happened? He said, I don't know, Larry. I vacated the jab. I shouldn't have done it. I don't know why. I couldn't hit him with it. I knew right then and there that man was special. But they just don't give him his credit. But the reason why is because they feel like his fights were picked. But, you know, that's the boxing business nowadays. You know, it's politics. And believe it or not, that's how boxing started. It was politics. The red side represented the Republicans and the other side represented the Democrats, the blue side, believe it or not. And that's how gentlemen got in the ring and handled their business and settled their differences, you know, under the Marquess of Queensberry rules. They used the Marquess of Queensberry rules to settle their differences. That separates a street fight from boxing, from sanctioned boxing, the Marquess of the Queensberry. But yeah, Floyd was obviously, I mean, there was some players, some people he didn't fight. I felt like him and Manny Pacquiao should have fought earlier, but they didn't. But anyway, now Canelo, when he fought Canelo was a lot younger than Floyd, right? But they're not giving him his credit for that either because they're saying that Canelo wasn't ready. No, he was young. He should have been ready. Canelo could hardly hit him. He was so elusive. You said so the black folks were blue? No. I'm talking about boxing, the blue corner and the red corner. This is how gangsters, they used to settle their differences through boxing back in the day. And it was political. And that's where they came up with the Marquess of the Queensberry. The Marquess of Queensberry rules. Pugilist. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah. But before that, it was bare knuckles. See, I know they say he was a kid in the game, but see, at the time he had a lot of fights under his belt. But yeah, man. But man, so we're gonna see what happens Saturday, you know. That's pretty much it. You know, that's crazy how this team was just put together, and I'm expecting to beat UCLA. Ain't that crazy? Because I feel like they can. I mean, we got a better quarterback. I mean, the defense, I ain't gonna lie, UCLA defense is pretty good. I ain't gonna lie to you. They are. And they got some big boys on that team, you know. But they got to be up for the task. They got to protect number 2, as always, and get the ball out quickly. You know, they're going to be trying to throw all types of blitzes their way, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, this will be a nice game for them to win here. It'll be nice. Then for you said the UCLA boys are hogs. I know they got some. I know they got some. I ain't lying. They do. You're not lying. But, you know, they'll be ready. If they beat them, then would you be surprised if UCLA get beat? Would you be surprised? Oh, like that first game at TCU, 4-quarter. Oh, yeah. They can do it. Yeah, none of them saw anything like Floyd. Ask Manny Pacquiao, you just can't. It's just hard to hit him. It's hard to hit him. I saw a video that was circulating. It was like, this is Floyd only loss when he was in the Olympics. No, he won that fight. The judges cheated him. In fact, one of the judges years later, he came up to Floyd and apologized. He said, we cheated you out of your gold medal. They did the same thing with Roy Jones as well. They cheated him as well. He won the fight. I don't know how many times I saw that fight. And I was like, this man is up on points. They didn't give it to him. Politics, man. Politics. That's the only thing I don't like about boxing, It's politics, And nowadays, people don't want to fight, I feel like the best should fight each other. You owe it to each other to fight, like Mike, you said, we owe it to each other to fight. Now it's too late. I don't want to see Deontay and the guy from England. It's too late now. It's too late. They should have Joshua. They should have been fought. Now I don't care about seeing it. Thank you, Sir Ken. See that? You with me here. You with me. CU is going to come out the gates emotion. I'm telling you, they're going to come out the gates. That's why Chip said it. Coach Kelly said, he said, we got to be ready. We got to be ready for them. We got to be ready for them. We definitely can't take this game lightly. He's going to have his team prepared. They're not going to take CU lightly. I don't care what happened at the Stanford game. They're still not going to take them lightly. They're not. You said Tyson versus Foreman too. Nah, man. No, man. Man, boxing. I don't know, man. Boxing ain't. I like what the little guys are doing though. But they seem like they ducking each other. So I don't know. It seems like everybody want to keep a perfect record, you know. They ducking each other. Now I'll tell you who's special. That little kid, man. What's his name, man? That little guy. Freaking Javante Davis. They not beating him. He got now when you say that if you know how Coach Prime say I need somebody got the dog in him, he has it. He has a dog in him. He has a dog in him. Yep. Now that man has it. Tank got the dog in him. And he turns it on and off. It's almost like he get hit too hard, then it comes right on. He knows how to turn it on and off. Yeah. He got the dog in him. I seen him hit somebody with a severe uppercut. I thought, man, I hope the kid is all right the way he fell out. That kid is equally powerful in both hands. He's like ambidextrous. In both hands, he got power. That's that rage. That's that pent up rage. That's why if you notice boxers back in the day, they usually came out of the mud. They usually got it out of the mud. All of them. They were poor. You know what I'm saying? They were poor and they came up and, you know, through boxing. You got to have a dog in you. But yeah, you can't teach it. That's what Coach Prime be talking about. I need that dog. But I never heard him say. I'm sure he got some dog. He got dogs there. You know what I mean? But that's what he said. He's mainly looking for. He's looking for the dog, man. That's what he's looking for. Yo, what was that football player? I never forget. He was at the draft, and the lady was like, "So what would you be doing if you weren't playing football?" He said, "I don't know. I ain't have no backup plan. This is it." He said, "Me and my mother knew this since I was in 7th grade. This was it. We ain't have a plan B. I'm going to the NFL." Oh shit. That's a dog, man. That was a kid out of Alabama. We ain't have a plan B. You said Coach Prime hid his dogs today? Oh, here we go. I don't know what it is. It's been so many years. Here they come with these Mike Vick jokes. After all these years. Jesus. I tell you, man. I tell you. Oh, Lawrence Taylor was a complete dog. He was a maniac on the field. He talked trash the whole game. He took it personal the whole game. If you even hit him the way he didn't like, he had smoke with you. He was a complete dog, man. Because he was like what you call today an edge rusher, like a hybrid, like linebacker, edge rusher, like that. And he just talked the whole game. Yeah, Lawrence Taylor, man. There was a bunch of dogs back then, but that's what he said he want, man. But speaking of Mike Vick, he was a dog too. Mike Vick. We used to call him remember they had that commercial, the Michael Vick Experience. Man, he was like, if you played with him on Madden, nobody wanted to play you. I remember when we used to play Madden, we couldn't play with Atlanta because that Mike Vick, we couldn't play with him. It was cheating. He was the fastest in the game, that quarterback. You said Juju reminds you of Lawrence Taylor. You said you hope he had a real combo with Shador off camera. Well, you said that, man, let me tell you this, right? I ain't going to get into it. You said the jerk fought dog, no bueno. I ain't going to get into it. I ain't going to get into it, man. He did his time, man. People still, they just want to bring that up. I'm talking about him on the football field. He was the complete business. And that you can't deny him. He was the complete business. You see what he did in Philly. He took Donovan McNabb position. He was the complete business. He had matter of fact, I used to go to the Virginia Tech. A friend of mine played at Virginia Tech, and I used to go up there. And they used to call it the Vic Flick. He just flicked the ball 50 yards. It don't seem like he threw it hard, and it went 50 yards. 50, 60 yards. He had a cannon for an arm. It was accurate. And on top of it, he had a 4.3 speed on top of it. And he turned into Barry Sanders. Like, he's like Barry Sanders, but a quarterback. Oh, you talking about Vic plus D Jax? Yeah, man, that was a fire combination right there. They both had 4.3 speed. Yeah, man, he was the complete business. Like, the man's a legend in my book out here. He's a legend. But believe it or not, the Michael Vick before Michael Vick was Allen Iverson. He was a better football player, believe it or not. Out here, he was the Michael Vick before Michael Vick, man. Yeah, look, check this out. Michael Vick, he threw left-handed, right? But he writes right-handed. And he throws a baseball right-handed. Ain't that crazy? But he threw the football left-handed. No, actually, let me correct y'all because I live out here. You guys don't know the full story. Let me tell you, I'm not going to say it all. He took the fall. He took the fall, but because that was his property. But he was not physically there when they was fighting those dogs. Everybody out here know that. Everybody. He was not physically present. But it was his property. And, you know, obviously he was the millionaire out of the bunch. So he had to take the fall. It was either that or he'd die. So which is it? Either he take the fall or he get killed. He had to. So I'm just telling you, a lot of people don't know the real deal, the real story. And that's okay. You ain't gonna hear it from me though. You're not gonna hear it from me. But he was not physically present ever when that was going on. You said if I wreck your car, you're still responsible. No, not necessarily. It depends on how you wreck my car. If you wreck my car with your car, no, you're responsible. If you're at fault. Now, if you're driving my car and you wreck my car, it depends on what type of insurance I have. If I have uninsured motorists or if I have you on my insurance, no, you're responsible. Not me. If I have you on my insurance, but nobody drives my car though. I don't do that because the last time somebody drove my car, it didn't drive right afterwards. I'm like, what did you do to my car, man? what did you do to my car? She was like, it's something wrong with your car anyway. I said, no, you did something to it. But I was just, it wasn't really nothing. It was just psychological. I didn't want her driving my car. That girl can't drive. Oh, Brett Favre. Oh, his case. I don't know. I ain't talking about Brett, yo. His lawyer ain't no joke. A blogger brought his case up, and Brett lawyer sent him a cease and desist letter, yo. That was hilarious. Yeah, Brett be getting petty, yo. I ain't talking about Brett Favre, man. You can't get me doing that. There was a vlogger here that was talking about his case. Yeah, he got a cease and desist from him. So I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see if something happened there. But I'm not talking about it. All I just wanted to say was Vic was a beast on the field. Y'all had to bring the dogs up. Damn. You ain't saying nothing about what's his name cockfighting, do you? You ain't saying nothing about that. They still animals. Y'all just mentioned them too, but I ain't bringing them up. I'm not talking about them. Nope. I'm not talking about them. But hey, man, I can't, everybody got their opinion on it. I'm okay with that. I knew that was going to happen, though. And I said, okay, let me bring Vic and hear somebody come. Oh, man. But he was a hell of a quarterback. I don't care. No, yeah, Roy Jones. Yeah, he used to do that too. I'm not into nothing like that, Oh, man, he was good with the Jets, man. Randall Cunningham was a beast. Yep, he was. Seriously, what y'all think gonna happen this Saturday, man? They gonna win or what? So I could get on and get the bragging about how much I won. You think that's gonna happen? We got big fella back, Washington, on that offensive line. So you say you believe. All right. Love wins. I'm going with you on that one. You saying yes. Oh, they no, Favre is pending. If his case go to court, they gonna get him. Yeah, they are. They gonna get him. They just waiting. But what if he did? I mean, if he is guilty, innocent till proven guilty. If he is guilty of what they claim he did, he's trifling. That's all I could say about him. And he got money. It's just trifling, man. It could be them hits upside the head he had playing football. I don't know. Because it don't make sense. I'm like, he did what? They was like, yeah, man, he did this and that, Mac. I'm like, I don't believe that. Yeah, this is them hits upside the head, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Football is really, that's why you got to give these players credit. You know how we be talking about, oh, I don't think he can do this and do that. You know how hard it is to play at football at that level? Like at the Power 5 level, it's hard as fuck. You see what I'm saying? They warriors. I know I'm not finna get out there and take a hit. Breaking news. They had to cart me off the field because I'm not walking. You could cart me onto the emergency room. Yeah, Ryan, that I can't bring that up, those words, because they be flagging everything. But them 3 letters, that's a real thing. You see them hits like that Shiloh be giving out, that's taking a toll on his body too. You know what I'm saying? So it's very rough. You said baseball is harder. We talk about the physical aspect of football, though. So that's why I give them credit. I mean, to play at that level, shit, it's hard, man. And then at the NFL level, oh man, boy, they be hitting like, man, they're a different type of beast, man. Different type of animal playing that. Different type of person. I don't want to say animal. Different type of person. You got to have that mentality. It's just everybody can't do it. You know, people were talking about they think Travis should pick one side of the ball. Nah, he can play both sides of the ball. That's his talent. That's just what he does. And we just have to appreciate it. Like, we appreciate while it lasts. You see what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be in college that long. This is just a moment in time. We just enjoy it. Like, we haven't seen that in a while. I know Champ Bailey did it, but he ain't do it to this level though. You said those hits keep receipts. I know. I remember I got hit in the game. I said, this ain't worth this shit ain't worth it. All I remember was they said I landed, my feet was still in there. I landed back first on the ground. And I wasn't knocked out. I don't know why they gave me smelling salts. But boy, that was a nasty hit, boy. It's them hits that you don't see coming. Yeah, it's real out there, Anthony Sterling. That's why I give him credit, you know, like for this team to be put together like this and for them to do what they're doing, like, yeah, man, that counts for something. And just for me, the fact that I'm saying I expect them to beat UCLA, that's how good I think they are. But you know, we'll see. But I know next year, you know, it's always the big talk on the off season is going to be who's coming in. You know, that's going to be the big talk. But one thing I do like about them, the program that they have, as far as the transparency with the videos, that's not going to stop. Then we're going to see the spring game again and see what they're doing in the spring leading up. So it's almost like these seasons run into each other. That's how they have it. So that's what I like about it. You know, we'll see the full process. You know, with these cameras, because you know they still going to have the cameras running. You know, we're going to follow the players when they're on their break and practicing and stuff like that. So it's going to get even more, you know, for those that this their first year following it, you didn't follow them at Jackson State. That's how they do it. Right after the season, then you have other things that they're showing you. So that's what I like about it. That's why I'm following them. No other college program is quite doing it like them. You know, it's only going to get bigger, actually. You said UCLA has a ton of big Samoans. Yeah, they ain't no joke, man. Them Samoans. You said you hope some linemen come through the portal. He said he ain't hard to find. But he said they have enough recruits calling in now, so he said they'll be okay. Ryan, you said it's going to be a close game or a blowout. I think for the UCLA game. Hey, Ryan, I can't even, you know, show the game. Well, what can I do? Can I just like change the title? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just have live chat. That's it. And maybe it'll get through like that. Because I had the UCLA I had the UCLA versus Stanford in the title. I think that was a bad move. Maybe this time I'll just say live chat and just share it out so we can all watch it together. You said you think they're still fine. Yeah, I think so too. You said take the points, but UCLA wins. You saw Rock getting real with the other linemen in practice. Yeah, he'll be back next year. Yep, he'll definitely be back. He about to graduate too. He's a really good student. Then I guess he's doing his graduate studies. Yeah, man, Rock is tough, man. They don't call him Rock for no reason. You got to think about it. His name is Rock. Like, it's a reason for that. Yeah, the only way is Discord. So you think I should share my Discord? Hey, if anybody want to follow my Discord, let me see. Maybe I'll do that then. Or maybe, you know what I'll do? I'll leave it in my community post. That's what I'll do if you want to sign up for the Discord. I'll share the game that way. And, you know, I know people can watch the game. It's on ESPN, but we like to talk as it go on. You said people talking bad about the O-line. Yeah. Knees bent every play. You know, I was thinking maybe they be getting tired. Don't they play the whole game? I don't think they be subbing people out. Yeah, O-line is hard, man. I can imagine. You literally in a fight every play. You said the defensive coordinator have an outdated playbook? No way Stanford should have came back and won that game. No way. So what you think they're going to do against UCLA, in your opinion? Because everybody, like, because I keep asking. The reason why I keep asking is because you guys represent the what people are going to be betting on. And some people think they're going to it's either one way or the other. I haven't heard anybody here yet say they think it's going to go to overtime. It's either they're going to win or they're going to get blown out. Or they win, you know. Yeah, Stanford made some adjustments, but Chip Kelly is even a better coach. So, you know, he's going to have them boys ready. But we got a good coach over here. He'll get them together, get them boys ready. I'm telling you, man. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's going to it's going to be, well, we're going to have to call it an upset because they got them down as the underdog. So I'm looking for an upset this game. Yeah, they got to figure out a way, Ryan, to stop that running game. Or at least keep it respectable. I think the clock management and stuff, they should have that fixed now by this game. They have to. Hey, what's up, Coach Kev? They'll have that fixed by this game. I don't see why not. You know, they don't play enough games to get everything worked out. You say you can't blitz all day. You said define respectable. I would say because I saw his stats, that running back, you know, the blonde hair guy, long hair, he had 3 touchdowns. I believe he had over 70 some yards rushing. I believe I would say cut that down and don't let him score 3 touchdowns. That's when I say keep it respectable as far as the running game. They're going to have to find a way because he is good. I ain't going to lie to you. Especially in the red zone. Seven and 5 is respectable right there. That's a nice record. Yeah, he is good. You said the white guy from running from UCLA. Yeah, he is good. The guy with the hair, he got what's that quarterback that had that long hair that played at what's his name? He had the long hair too. Did he have hair like that? What's that quarterback name, man? We like the number 1 or 2 pick. What's his name? He had the Hulk Hogan hair. What's his name, y'all? That quarterback. To be wearing he got a perm in his head. What's his name, man? Y'all know that kid got a perm. Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, he get his hair done, y'all. Wherever his wife get her hair done at. I'm telling you, he do. He get his hair done, man. I'm sorry, Trevor, you get your hair done, man. Hair just be flowing. I'm like, yeah, he get his hair done. He get his hair done, man. But it's all good. I guess he got to look all right for the cameras. But he got hair like that. He do, Ryan. The dude. Go look at the guy from the running back, the running back from UCLA, Ryan. Yeah, he got treatment in his hair too. He get his hair. His girl do his hair. Somebody do his hair, man. Crazy, man. He got the Hulk Hogan going on. But I'm telling you, he can play though. You know what I'm saying? I guess he's trying to be like Christian McCaffrey or something. That's what they telling me. He think he Christian McCaffrey. But the kid can play. And he's big. So I give him that. I'm not hating. See, I don't hate. But we're going to have to figure out a way to stop that run. You know what I'm saying? We can't let Blondie get off on us. We just can't. We can't let Blondie get off on us. Because he going to try to. Yeah, the Niners lost, Ryan. They sure did. They sure did lose, man. See what they do next week. You said they stopped McCaffrey. Yeah, they did stop him. So that's what we're going to have to do against the old Blondie up at UCLA. Yeah, you can't have nobody running all over you, get his hair done. You can't do that. He sit down under the dry. He get a perm and he got something treatment in his head. I can't let him beat us. He got the Trevor Lawrence going on. And you know how they be interviewing and they flip their hair back? Oh, hell no. No, we can't let him beat us. Nope. We can't let Fabio beat us, man. He got the Fabio. Remember, I can't believe it's not butter. He got the Fabio going on, dog. Go look at him, Ryan. He got the Fabio going on. He think he Fabio. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me stop I ain't gonna roast him. But the man can play. You know what I'm saying? I give him that. Don't worry, we got Travis though. Travis different. Travis said, I am who I am, and I'm gonna wear my onesie. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? These kids is different, man. These kids is different. Let me leave Travis alone. Let me leave Travis. Let me get off here, yo, because then, you know what I'm saying? Let me stop. We got some fabulous players on our team too. Shador, all the jury. Fuck. I mean, where he be getting his Rolex during the game, yo? Who be keeping his Rolex for him? I think maybe Bucky or something, his brother. I said, no, this kid ain't putting his Rolex on. But they fabulous, man. They fabulous, man. You can't tell them nothing. You said, well, Fabio will carry Travis into the stands. Yeah, we can't let Fabio run that ball, man. We're going to have to stop him. You said his quarterback coach holds it? No way, yo. You mean his personal quarterback coach? Because do you know the offensive coordinator is also the quarterback coach as well? But you talking about his personal quarterback coach? No, I think Bucky be holding it. You said I think it's an AP watch. I'm like, where in the world he getting this watch from? What? Because remember when he went to go, talk to the fans a little bit? Yeah, I see him putting his watch on. I said, here you go. Here you go. You can't stop him. And look, they said something during the video talking about he flexing. Because they be looking at the videos. They said, yeah, the haters talking about we be flexing too much. Y'all do be flexing. Y'all do. Calling each other zesty. Where they get this shit from? Boy, these kids they need to stop. Where they be getting this zesty stuff? They call him Zesty Zay. And what they call Travis Saucy T? Saucy. I know they beat the Eagles, Ryan. I saw it. I ain't saying nothing. I'm not getting my hopes up yet, Ryan. Not getting my hopes up yet, but we did beat the Eagles. I don't give a damn. We won another game. We beat them Eagles, though. You say he drives a Rolls and wear a Rolex. He can do that. Shit. He getting the NIL situation. Look, my homegirl, her daughter, we getting her NIL shit together now. And she's in high school. We getting ready to get her videos and stuff together and all that. And they already talking NILs. And she's a sophomore. Yeah, the girl's a dog, man. She can play. She can play, man. Little girl's a dog, man. She got the dog in her. I said, you got the dog in you, don't? She said, yep. She said it just like that. And she said a serious face, yeah, I got the dog in me. Sure, I sure do. I see. That's what I like to hear right there. But yeah, our team, they are they Hollywood. I'm talking about zesty and saucy T. Listen, you can call him saucy T, but he can fucking play though. So you know what I'm saying? I can't joke, but so much because he can play. But he just Travis, man. He said, yeah, I'm gonna wear my onesie. So what? So what? Me and my girl got matching onesies. So what? Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing about it. And I can't because the man could play. Yep. He can pull it off though. I can't be sitting up here in the camera to want y'all, man. Y'all sit up here and clown me. But the boys could play though. I give them that. You see Coach Prime been rich as they're falling. Yeah, they getting their own bag, sir. Can the NIL? Yep. They getting their own bag. They are men. They men. They young men. But they do their own thing. Travis over here wearing onesies. And somebody named Zesty. Saucy. I don't know what these kids doing. I really don't. I mean, they kids to me, but they young men, That's Bucky that be coming up with that stuff. Bucky be doing it. And what's going Bucky, man? Bucky, listen, Bucky don't even know what to do. He's sitting up here looking like Liberace now. The fuck? I saw him tell me you saw him with the game with the gloves on. Look, this dude had on. Listen, I'm gonna tell you already, I'm gonna keep it 100. These young people are different. I have never worn gloves, yo. Never. Not saying that makes me like a rougher man. I just never wear gloves. Never do. I either put my hands in my pocket or just raw dog, just like that. I don't wear gloves. Never do. I feel funny wearing gloves. I don't know why. Yeah, he did go with the neighborhood kids to the football game. That's why, and he went fishing with them. They love Travis. Travis is different. You said they kids just having fun. I know they are. I know. Look, I'm not mad. I'm not hating on them. You know what I'm saying? I like how Travis went to the game to support the kids. They love him. And look, Travis wanted to get out there and play. He always wanted to play. He said, "Shit, I'm wearing the same colors they wearing. I might as well give me the ball." Travis just want to play. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's a good kid. Yeah, he's all around good dude, man. All of them are. All of them good kids. Shador, Shiloh, all of them good kids, man. All of them. I don't hear about them getting in trouble. They better not, though. You know that Coach Prime is. He be on their ass. But yeah, they good kids, man. All of them are. Yeah, he definitely always got a smile on his face. You said 22 got to play. He do play. He be on special teams. He do play. But you talking about running the ball? We gonna see if he ready. They gonna have him out there at some point. But yeah, man, the opportunity these kids have now is great. Like I said, my friend daughter, she's already talking NIL already. She's a sophomore in high school. I don't know how many sports that girl play, man. Every time I turn around, she going to practice. She's just an athlete. She plays lacrosse. She plays volleyball, basketball, and swimming. What the fuck? I'm like, yo, she always busy. But she's narrowing it down to basketball. Like as far as I think college is concerned. Basketball, maybe lacrosse. Oh, Miller he's at practice. He's doing all right, from what I see. You said it's probably Bucky for sure. Oh yeah, the other 22 on defense, right? Yeah, I think they're gonna come up with something. I think some people gonna be surprised this game on how they do coming off that Stanford game. You're gonna be like, well, damn, how come they didn't do this against Stanford? I don't know, but they gonna get it done this game. Watch. I don't know what's going on with Juju. He didn't say. He said something off the field, but I don't know. I don't want to speculate. You said lacrosse is a Native American sport, which is cool. Jim Brown played lacrosse. He's an All-American in it. Yep. Jim Brown. Anybody know who invented hockey? You'll be surprised. The freedmen that went on to travel to Canada when they got freed here in the United States. That's who created hockey, if anybody didn't know. That's a little trivia for you. But yeah, hopefully he'll play Anthony Sterling. I want to see I'm rooting for Juju because he's from my hometown. I remember he said that he from the Essex County area and he lived off Park Avenue in Newark. That's like 10 minutes down the road from me. So of course I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for Juju right there. He's from my hometown. He didn't live too far from Naughty by Nature, from Tretch and them. That he lived on that side of town. Tretch lived off Park Avenue as well, but he lived on, they used to call it 118th Street, but it's actually 18th Avenue. But Juju lived maybe like, he's from like maybe 5 blocks up from that, down from that. That's where he's from. So when I heard he from that, even though he didn't go to school out there, he didn't go to high school in that area. He went to high school in South Jersey. He got recruited, you know, because like how it is when we from, if you're good, you're not typically going to play for your city, high school. If you're good enough, you'll play for one of the best programs out in Jersey. They'll probably try to recruit you. That's what happened with him. So he played, or he might have had family that lived out there or something like that. Oh, Sir Ken, I would love to know who that is. I'm gonna have to Google that one. We need Juju against the run game. Hopefully he'll play. Hopefully. I just don't really have a comment on it. You know, like as far as, because you know, I gotta be fair, right? Because I don't get to see training, right? So I feel like I'm out of place when I say, because I kept saying, what's up with Alton? What's up with Alton? But people had to tell me, like, Max, man, we don't know what's, you know, it could be he's not ready. It could be a number of things that we don't know. So you're like, yeah, I concede to that. You know your history, Slap Happy. Okay. I enjoy these conversations, actually. I appreciate you guys coming in. Cause see, I like break it up. So okay, then I ain't gonna go live again until after the game, right? And then have people on the panel. I really do like the discussions. Also educates me as well. Especially some of you played football at this level. I didn't. So you guys get to tell me a few things, the intricacies about the game that's what I like learning from y'all. So I appreciate the conversation. I really do. Because I remember when I started this, I ain't think nobody, you know, I'm like, man, if I'm lucky, I get 1 or 2 people show up, you know, like that. But I really, that's why I like following them, because, you know, the people we meet, you know, we all come together to talk about it. And there's some other vloggers that I watch that are pretty informative. Look at Firefly. You still here? Firefly, you know anything about football? Oh, I'm gonna go live on the other one. Oh, hold on. You said I missed the game live. Oh, you not oh, you in a Halloween cruise? You got your old man with you? Or you went with family? Well, look, I'm all in her business. I'm all in her business. I know Firefly, y'all. You said, and Reggie get his Heisman back. They should give him his Heisman back. I don't know why they give him his. For me, ain't a big deal. He took a little money. Who cares, man? Give him his Heisman back. As far as I'm concerned, he won a damn Heisman. So they petty for that. But I'm glad they got the NIL now. But see, the NIL goes on, of course, if you're popular, stuff like that. I like that they making money. They ain't got to rush to the NFL. You know, they making a little bit of money. Obviously everybody ain't making the same, but As long as them collectors are around to grease people pockets, I'm sure they are. You said no old man, the grandkids. You said no old, you ain't got no old man with you. You got the grandkids with you. Okay. I'm just asking. I'm like, all right. But that makes sense. I can't be on no boat that long. Last time I was on a boat, I was complaining. And we weren't even on the boat that long. I was ready to get off that boat. I just don't like, I don't know. I don't like to be in the water like that. After I saw Titanic, I'm good, yo. I don't want to be on no boat. Bad enough I got to get on a plane. You said, will Caleb come back? Caleb who? Slap Happy. Well, you talking about Caleb Williams. His dad said it ain't no guarantee. It depends. If he don't like where he get drafted, he coming back for his senior year. That's what his dad said in the article. He's already making the money. It ain't no rush to get to NFL. If he stayed to his senior, he make even more money. He said a lot of these dudes took money. Not everybody got caught. Right. A lot of stuff they took under the table back in the day. I'm okay with it. These colleges making all this money. Why can't the kids get some money? I like that they got some money. You said $4 million this year. That's a blessing. Him to get some money like that. That is a blessing. I just wish it was like all the players can get some money. I don't know how they work it with the collectives, but they got to make it to where everybody gets to eat. No, I don't like. I get on a plane. Like I said, I never could get used to it. That turbulence, I never forget it, man. I was on my way to Dominican Republic. By the time I got to Dominican Republic, my friends like, yo, we about to go to the park. I'm about to go lay down. They said, dude, you got to go lay down. I said, I got to lay down for a minute. Y'all go ahead and go out there and go chase them girls. I'm going to be right up in here laying down. I had to lay down and get my nerves back. My nerves was shot when I got off that plane. My nerves were shot. I went to the duty-free store and got me some liquor. I don't even drink liquor. I bet you I went and got me some liquor and went, because I went and got me some liquor. I had to go to the store and get me some soda. I got me something to eat and I got lifted. Yes, I did, because my nerves were shot. And I remember I went over to Asia. As soon as I got off that plane, my nerves were shot again. And not only were my nerves shot, I had jet lag. I couldn't go to sleep, yo. It was the weirdest thing. I was tired. I've never been so tired in my life. As soon as I hit that bed, I was done. It was like I was comatose. I was done. Nah, man. You said NFL finna push Caleb out fast with try to get him to get drafted. I don't know. I think he probably will leave this year. But his dad said if he don't like where he get drafted, he coming back. And the whole thing about him requesting for ownership from the team, that's a rumor. I don't think that was substantiated or anything. I don't think it was just a rumor mill. But let me tell you something. Like, if it was me, okay, I don't made about $5 million this year after taxes. That's probably about what, 2.5 minus expenses. I can write them expenses off of my taxes. Trainer, personal trainer, and all the other stuff I got to get. I can write that off, right? And then they tell me I'm finna make $10 million my senior year. watch what I do after my senior year, guys. I'm loving the college experience, and I am gonna get my grad. I'm coming back as a grad student. I sure would do it. And let me go ahead and, after it's all said and done, clear about $30 million. I ain't going to NFL. I'm not. I flip my money the way I flip it. I don't have to go. I'm like, I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and be a businessman and do it like that. That's just me. I'm not trying to be get hit by 300-pound linemen. I'm not trying to do that. And I don't got this money right here. So I'm good. You hear me, LaShane? I can't be doing all that. But I get it. If you at that level, you got a chance to go to NFL. I see why you do it, Go ahead and that's just, I don't know, man. And when I see these NBA players' salaries, oh man, it's just not, the math ain't mathing. I see their salaries and what they getting. And them soccer athletes overseas, they getting the real money. Yeah, I'm gonna take this NIL money and parlay it. You said if I was Shador, I'll give each old lineman $10K. I don't think he could do that. Ain't that illegal? He can't. I don't think he can't be doing that. Give each lineman 10,000. They got collectives for that. You said 30 mil. I played 1 year and done. No, I might not even play that, Ryan. Like, y'all got Patrick Mahomes and all the other people. Y'all go with them. Y'all go with Patrick Mahomes and them. I'm done. I'm gonna go ahead and just chill. But when you at that level, of course they want to go to the NFL. But yeah, man, I'm good. That's what NIL changed the game for certain players. Yeah, LaShane, I ain't getting hit like them 300-pound linemen. Not after I cleared 30 million. It's Max, you ain't going to the NFL? No, I'm good. I don't found the Lord. The Lord don't call me somewhere else. That's what I'll do. That's right. I'm about to go to Bali and smoke all the weed I could smoke, like Ricky Williams, what he did. You say you believe he can gift them Rolexes? If he have a sponsorship somewhere, I could see. Remember how he gift them all headsets? I couldn't be on that team, but they wouldn't know what to do with my mouth. I'd be like, look, Coach Shador, talk to your dad. The headsets was a nice gesture, but I want my pockets to be greased. You feel me? I want my pockets to be greased. I want, like, why can't they do what Utah did? Utah gift all their players trucks. Did y'all hear about that? The Utah players. Every last Utah player that's on scholarship got trucks. All of them. I'm like, y'all gotta give me something now. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all got some millionaires on this team, but a brother need his pocket greased. And I could hear Coach Prime now. Look here, dog. I told you I ain't made no promises. Somebody got to promise these pockets. Come on, Coach. Let me get in a commercial or something. Let me get some kind of money. Let me get a piece of money. Oh, that Bishop hit. Yeah, that was a nice hit, wasn't it? You said a cheap Rolex is like 6 to 9K. No, I don't want no Rolex. I'm not into jewelry. I want some money. Grease or brother pockets. That's what I want. Where them collectives at? Grease or brother pockets, and let's stop playing now. What's going on, Jungle Brother? I'm a true Jungle Brother. A true brother. Been to many places you never discover. Okay, I see you got the New York Giants there. You represent the New York Giants. Yeah, Ryan, I'm serious. I want some money. I want some money. I want some money. But they got y'all know about the collectives and what goes on. The collectives unofficially be greasing these kids' pockets. But I don't know what the collectives look like up there in Boulder. I'm pretty sure they have some. Yeah, they gave them some Ram pickups. They gave all the scholarship players Ram pickups. I mean, give me something now. The Ram pickup is nice too, but brother need 100,000 in his account or something. Y'all need to hook a brother up. I don't want no jury. Now Bucky did something nice. He gave some of the players some chains and stuff. That was a nice gesture. Yeah, but I don't know how the rules are. I don't think Shador could give them money like that. I don't know how the rules are. There got to be some type of rule on that. I'm pretty sure Shador will get a watch deal. I don't see why not. You said Bucky had a jeweler band. Bucky, man, you see, man, he looking like Liberace. Man, Bucky, you saw the rings. He's so damn iced out. Boy, he'd be blinding you. Bucky is not playing. You hear me? He not playing with you. You said Utah won the Pac-12 championship twice. Once you do that, y'all get cars. Well, I need something before the Pac-12 championship. I need some money. No, he's not giving no money, Ryan. We were just saying that somebody say maybe he give each of the linemen $10,000. No, hold on. Let me look at Slaphead. Let me clear that up. You said Liberace is a little light in the shoes. I'm not saying Bucky is light in the shoes. I'm just saying he got the jury like Liberace. I ain't saying that he's actually Liberace now. Yeah, Liberace, man, nobody could stunt harder than Liberace. See, these kids think they doing something. They not actually. See, they think they doing something. No, Liberace was doing it way back. I don't even know how he played the piano. He had so much ice on. He had an ice gown on with ice. You hear me? But shit, Bucky had all types of jewelry. Bucky ain't playing. You hear me? I know Slap Happy, but I just have to, what I'm saying? I don't want nobody like look at Max over here like roasting and shit. You know what I mean? No, I'm just saying he got the Liberace jewels on. I couldn't have a top 5 kid. My kids are what they call it, 5-star, number 1 in everything. I'm like, listen, he'll come to the school, but you got to grease that young man's pockets. Okay, that's a part of the deal. They say, well, no. We can't promise you nothing. We bring your son back a man. Well, I want you to bring him back a man and with some money. Give us some money now. We can't have everybody, a couple people getting it, ain't everybody else ain't getting it. We gotta have where the collectives at. Give me some money. That's what it's about now, man. You gotta think about it. That's how the game is now. You got NIL, you got transfer portals like free agency, and the collectives. So and I want an apartment on top of it. I don't want to stay on the dorm. I don't want to stay in the dorm. Set me up somewhere nice and plush. And that's it. Yeah, I'll stay in college, Mark. That's what I'm talking about. Make that bread. I ain't going to NFL just yet. I'm going to make that bread. All of them, the NIL deals are sweet. The NFL is not guaranteed. Less than 1% make it. It ain't enough jobs to go around the NFL. So, but for the ones that do sign the max deals, they really got to work for it. They really earn every coin. And then on top of it, they got to pay taxes in every state they work in. So wherever you go on those away games, you got to pay taxes in that state. So it's like the money is they're getting taxed pretty heavy unless you play in Texas. You don't have to do it. Texas is the only state, I believe. So if you play for the Cowboys or Texans or wherever, you don't pay the state tax. Ain't that something? Something about that oil out there. There's a rule. Y'all can look it up. It's something that they don't have to pay. They have to pay federal though. But if you any other football, you have to pay state tax in every city you play in. That's bullshit. A percentage though in every city. So they tax you pretty heavy. So really with football, they like to get those guarantees, like you sign for a certain amount, like Lamar Jackson, but you got to look at what he's guaranteed. That's what he wants. Yeah, it's an accounting nightmare. And then you got to be careful how you spend your money because, you got a lot of expenses. Now you have a chiropractor you got to pay for. You got a personal masseuse you got to pay for. You got to pay for your trainer on the off season. You got to pay for your chef. Okay. You got a housekeeper. You got a whole bunch of bills. You said, where is that? You said Texas doesn't have state taxes for us either. Right. But see, everybody don't play in Texas. Yeah, taxes is crazy, isn't it? But like I said, for the ones that play in other states, you got to worry about that. And then you got, like I said, you got the expenses to keep your body straight. You know how Tom Brady had I forget what he used to do. It wasn't yoga. Was it yoga or something? Something he used to do, some type of stretches. You got to pay for that. Now that you can write off in your taxes because that's a part of upkeep on your body is your job. So that you can write off. But yeah, you got to have a great accountant or stuff like that. Or you can do it how Ray Allen did it. The basketball player Ray Allen, he did all the shit himself. He was his own accountant. He was his own lawyer. I mean, his own agent. He kept all that money himself. He was a smart guy. You could do that too. But yeah, he became his own agent. So you say, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Mr. Mark Watts. Give me the bread so I can figure out how I can invest it. These kids are smart now. You see how Travis is? He's not, he's a regular guy. He's saving his coin. He's a regular guy. I like Travis, man. He's a good. His parents did something right with him. They sure did. I ain't got nothing bad to say about that kid. You think you said Coach Crown still has a residence in Texas? I'm not sure. I don't know. I know they did a whole thing on him and his residence up at Colorado, but I'm not sure what he has. What's good, Anthony Hall? We just sitting up here kicking it now. That's pretty much it. We don't we made our predictions for the game already. It's kind of 50-50 in here. Some people think they'll win, some think they'll lose, But we talking about this NIL now. I think it's a great thing. If you got the popularity, capitalize off of it. You see they got the shirts and stuff. You know how they made a big deal of Shador sharing the well, it might have been Bucky that did or somebody, shared the link to his shirt. What's wrong with that? okay, it didn't look good because we're in the middle of a game, but I don't know. People worry about what's the big deal, So people buying them shirts though. Yeah, them kids doing good, man. I love it. Finally, these kids are getting paid because the college is making millions. How much has Colorado made since Coach Prime is there? They had quoted it like several $100 million. Like the kids got to grease their pockets, Even if they're not the star on the team, they give them about 50,000. Give them something to grease their pockets with. Make them comfortable. Yeah, over 100 million, right? So the players need to get something. Just say out of courtesy of the school, let me give you 50,000 a semester. Just out of courtesy of the school. Here you go. Now you got to pay the taxes on that's up to you, but here you go. That's just a little something, How they say it? If you look good, what they say, you feel good, you look good. If you look good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good. So there you go. Grease them kids' pockets. Now I'm talking to the university now, whoever in the collectives. See, the only problem with it is they have the stars that come in there, right? The stars going to get their money. But then you got other players in there too that ribs is touching. You can't have people eating and you got people here ribs is touching. Everybody got to get a little something. It ain't got to be millions, but you got to give them something. I think he get out of NIL deals? Yeah, I'm sure he will. Kermani, of course. Even Blondie up there getting money. The running back. The one that we said that looked like Fabio. He might get a hair deal after this. I don't know. Head and shoulders deal. I don't know. His NIL evaluation is like 140 something. You got to give them something, to make them, they play better, That's what I think. Shit, you give me 100,000, I might get you a couple sacks in a game. I might be feeling myself, That might go from 1 sack to 2 sacks. I'm being serious too. Like, and look, Colorado are selling the stadiums out. They are. You said, check this out. You said it's been 7 years since the last time UCLA sold out that damn Rose Bowl. It's been 7 years. And who do you think is the reason for that? The whole experience that's going on right now. You see? You said Slap Happy just think they have no games because they protesting. Oh no, they can't do that. You talking about protest because they're not getting paid? Nah, that ain't a good look. They're gonna have to do that. They can't do it publicly. That's something that's behind closed doors. You said 90K it will hold. You mean to tell me the game? Yeah, the game is sold. That means 90,000 people gonna be in that stadium. Damn. I know it's prime. I know days to come is the whole experience he bring. Yeah, you can't do that. You protest. Yeah, you adios. You have to be a businessman about it. You have to go with them business like, okay, and request your money. this is what I'm bringing to the table. Okay. I don't had X amount of sacks. You got to bring something. I don't had X amount of sacks this year. I was on the Buckets watch list, the Buckets Award watch list. I need a little bit of a bit of bread here, because George over here offering me a meal ticket. So what can y'all give me? Let's get the negotiations going. Because George over here talking about they want to help a brother out. I want to stay in Boulder because I want to build something here. But I don't know. I do know the collectives probably are there. So you said you only request something based off performance. Yeah, you got to come with something to the table. Like, I was on the Buckets Award watch list. If I'm on the offensive line, if I was Savion Washington, you heard the coach. He said, I got pro potential. So how can y'all, get me in a position to where I'm very comfortable? Yeah, Paula Harvey, I understand what you're saying there. But, you got to, I don't know. We don't know like what's happening on the behind the scenes, but hopefully, some pockets are getting greased. Because you can't have a couple players getting it and you got players sitting up here eating ramen noodles in the dorm room. That ain't mathing up here. So, but it's the collectives, it's not Coach Prime. It's not on him to pay the players. That's not his job. That's what you got collectives for. Yeah, that's not for the head coach to do. Connor will play. He got hurt. But if he's ready, they probably give him a shot. But he unfortunately he had a pec injury. He got hurt, so that's one person I'd like to see. He coming back next season, transfer from Florida. You said the players are getting paid. Oh, here we go. Let me see this. The players are getting paid a semester, room and board, all they can eat, education, etc. Most likely $100,000 semester. I get that. But every player on that team don't have a scholarship, though. Remember that. Everybody don't have a scholarship. I don't think Mikey Harrison have a scholarship. Okay, so everybody don't have a scholarship. Now that's nice. I get it because I know tuition is very expensive. That semester and room and board and all you can eat. I get it, but I still need some money in my pocket. I know they're not eating ramen noodles. I know they eating good up there. I see the videos. Yeah, they definitely eating good. Yeah, Harrison is turned out to be solid, right? So if I was Harrison, I'm like, look, at the end of the season, what can you guys do for me? Because I don't know, he's a junior now, and he going into his senior year, but he might have an extra year because of COVID. So he might have 2 years eligibility left. So I'm like, look here, I'm proving to be solid here, and what can you guys get me? Yeah, Jace is still there. He's still there. He did the kickoff last game. I see they're eating. I'm not talking about the tomahawk steaks. The tomahawk steaks is nice and all, but I'm talking about eating in a different way. Okay, I'm talking about my account. Okay, my account. That's what I'm talking about. My account. Because Michael Harrison, he's doing well. He's solid. I'm like, look here. You know, nah, I ain't talking about the car. I'm talking about cold cash, straight cash. That's what I'm talking about. And then with the cash, then they can decide how they manage the cash. Okay, how they invest the cash. So yeah, that's another conversation we're gonna have for another night. We're gonna have a discussion on that. Who saved the game, Blake? Oh, you talking about Harrison? Damn, sorry about that. Yeah, Harrison. You talking about when he made that play? Mm-hmm. And Xavier Weaver. So, but Xavier, I believe this is his last year. He's gonna go into the NFL. He's gonna get an opportunity. He's good. But Harrison, yeah, I know you talking about Harrison. It was just a delay on my end. Harrison, yeah, he's solid, man. He is. He brought in a financial advisor for the coaching staff. Yeah, man, with Coach Prime, there's a lot of things that come with it, the whole experience, He brings a lot. He has a lot of connections too. Oh, I'm giving Harrison his props, Blake. Oh, no. I'm giving Harrison his props. I'm the one saying I hope his pockets agrees. I'm giving him his props. He's solid. He's solid. Yep. Yeah, the tax advisor. I'm sure they do have tax advisor. Especially if you're bringing in millions, you have to. These kids are not stupid. They're not. These kids are bright, man. I'm glad that's happening. I would like, it's not going to be equal across the board. We know this. Some players are more popular than others. But I would still like to see everybody. I don't know. It might be happening, as far as their pockets, them breaking their pockets off. I hope so. I'm giving him his props, Blake. Everybody don't have to give him his props. I'm giving it to him because he is solid. You said adults screw up their taxes. I do everything myself. I do my taxes myself. It ain't hard to learn. That's what we got online for now. You can learn everything if you take your time. Now, the only thing I could say about taxes is you have to check the tax laws every year because they change. So sometime when presidency changes, you got to check the laws and stuff like that to see what is went into effect. Because sometimes what was good the last tax season ain't good this year. So you got to make sure you up on the tax law. So you just take a few days, maybe a week or so before you do your taxes to go over it to see what has changed. And if you look in and see what has changed, if you don't understand it, make sure you understand it. Because the whole rule about your home office, you can write that off. you know, if you have a home office. Like for YouTubers, I remember somebody was saying to me, because I had said this. No, you know what somebody said to me? I couldn't believe they said this. Did you get a 1099 form? I said, yeah, they put the 1099 forms out already. He said, I didn't get one. I said, everybody got one. And he said, well, they didn't physically. I said, they're not going to physically send it to your house. It's online, dude. It's digital. He said, well, I didn't. It's not in my email. I said, you're not going to find it in your email. You got to go in your account and get it. You got to go on AdSense.com. Excuse me, Google.AdSense, and you got to go to a certain site. They make it hard for you to get it, but you go to a certain section on the taxes and it's right there. He said, oh, well, I didn't think I had to file taxes because I didn't get it. I said, oh, shit. Okay. I said, well, did you make a certain amount? If you made under a certain amount, you ain't got to worry about it. But if you made a certain, yeah, you got to pay taxes. It's a YouTuber now complaining. He's asking for check this out. There's a YouTuber asking people for donations because he owed back taxes. So he's asking people for donations because, you know, I owe taxes for this YouTube thing and I'm broke. That's not our fault. If you make a certain amount, see what happened is this whole YouTube thing for certain people is a new phenomenon for certain people. Let's say if YouTube cut you a check in a month for $20,000, how much do you supposed to set aside? What percentage? Anybody know? Do you take the whole 20,000 and go happy and go shopping and you ain't got no more money? No, you better hold some aside. So, yeah, man, I couldn't believe that. So it's a couple people that's in trouble right now because of it. Yeah, 20 to 30% is to be on the safe side. Do you know the difference between actualized and realized gains? When everybody be, you know, some people like to day trade. Let me tell you something about day trading. It's not the same as it was in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. They changed the algorithm. As a matter of fact, they changed the algorithm several times. It's not the same. You ain't gonna make no real money like that. It's like it's almost like betting Vegas. The house always wins. But I know some people that's doing it. They say they making money, so I don't know. I don't do that. But it's okay. So this YouTuber, right? So he was making anywhere between 25 to 30 at one. If he went through a whole stretch, he was getting anywhere between every month on the 21st. Now, if the 21st falls on a weekend, you don't get paid to that Monday. So he was getting about 25 to 30,000 a month, right? So what do you think he did? He ain't think about no taxes. He spent it. Flossing, spent it, right? So what happened was the IRS, they're not going to let you know right away. They'll wait a couple years, right? And then you'll get a letter first, right? You'll get the letter first. And you might get a second letter. They'll try to call you. You can ignore it. But then once you get that final letter and that call to when you about to get garnished, now you want to call them, right? And then when you call them, they're very nice to you. Yeah, we can even set you up on a payment plan, Mr. and Mrs. Such and such. But they're gonna want their money. Now, that's what was happening to him. Right? So he made all that money, and I guess they waited 2 years and they told him, here's your bill. You didn't pay taxes. So now he's like, damn, I owe this money. Now he's asking for donations so he can pay it off. Yeah, Anthony, they usually give you a letter. Yeah, you got to hold some money aside, man, for the taxes. And you got to buy, if you buy some stuff, upgrade your equipment, stuff like that, you can write that stuff off. Yeah, man, but it's you just got to keep up on your books though. If you don't have an accountant, you got to keep up on it. I mean, you can do it yourself, but you just got to be a person that keeps up on and your save your receipts for everything. But yeah, man, that was hilarious when he was saying, he was dead serious too, man. I need some donations so I could pay these taxes off. I got kids. Yeah, he'd kill you with that interest, Slap Happy. Yeah, man, but it's you know how they say in court, ignorance is no defense. It isn't. Yeah, they will start taking money out of your check or wherever how you get paid. You'll start getting garnished. But I'm sure like the kids that's getting a substantial amount of money in NIL, they already got that. They already got that taken care of as far as with the taxes and stuff. In fact, I've heard Shiloh mention it before. Shiloh mentioned it before. He was talking about investing in taxes and stuff. These kids are smart. So they know what they're doing. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate the conversation. He said garnish with penalties. That's right. But yeah, man, you got to pay them taxes, man. Like when he said, he said, I ain't get no 1099 form. I said, yes, you did. Everybody got one. Well, I don't see it. So I don't got to pay taxes. Okay. That's what I said. Okay. You think so? Okay. Cool. You ain't got to pay taxes. You know, when somebody say that to you, you just put your hand up. Cool. Cool, man. Cool, man. I'm glad, man. I'm glad you exempt. He's like, I ain't say I was exempt, but I ain't get a 1099 form. I said, yes, you did. Everybody got one. But you saying you ain't got to pay, so cool. It ain't my business. So cool, man. Like, it's all good, man. You ain't got to pay taxes. Yeah, man, it's crazy. You know how the IRS, the tax man want their Uncle Sam want their cut for everything. And what's crazy about it is, right, when you enter this stuff on TurboTax, it says content creator. It says it. It says, I was like, look at this, man. They got a title for it now. They say it, content creator, man. And what they call it when you get your money, they call it royalties. They don't call it what they used to call it. They call it specifically you're getting royalties now. And that's pretty good because like if you go buy a house, whatever, they can't argue that you're not legit because you can show them this paperwork that you're getting royalties. So you can use that. So yeah, man. But yeah, the IRS know what you're doing. So you get any little change they want it. But they coming. But now Coach Brown said, we coming, the IRS, we coming, man. We want our money. But anyway, guys, I'm out. I'll catch you guys some maybe the end of the week. Well, after the game, probably. We'll talk about it. That's fast approaching. But yeah, man, that's an away game. They're going to Los Angeles. I wish I could be there, but we're gonna watch it. So yeah, they hopefully go to Rose Bowl and come home with a victory. I'll catch you guys later, y'all. All right.